Hello everybody, I'm Dave from Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, and thank you Tech 190 for joining. This is a totally unplanned stream, so we're just going to kind of wing it today. So what we're going to be doing is, this is my Frankin Mac, and I did quite a expo video series on this thing, on how we conceived it and put everything together with it, and it works perfectly. But one thing I tried to do, and let me switch the camera here so you can see it a little better here, and you'll see that on the screen here we have an I made this like an anti-glare screen. And basically what I did is I sprayed some clear Krylon, it's not epoxy, it's more of a polyurethane spray on it. And in concept it sounded good, but in practicality, unless you're looking straight at the screen, this is what you see. It's very, very ghosty looking, and I thought, well, you know what, that just wasn't such a bright idea. In concept I thought it would be a great idea, so if you're looking directly at it, looks great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another protective screen. This is just a clear piece of styrene plastic on the outside that's glued in it. But the other issue I'm having is you can actually see some of the markings on it here as it's bleeding through. And you might be able to see it here, but you can just see here the tape that's kind of bleeding through the paint there. And so we're going to try to fix that. We're going to obviously turn this off, but then we're going to take the screen out. And I got the screen basically hot glued in there, so I got to kind of cut it loose. Then we're going to pull this plastic out, and then we're going to make a new screen right here with this stuff right here. Okay, and it's just big enough to do the job here. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. And hopefully we get some more people joining in. It would be great. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power this down here. And then we're going to start taking it apart here. So bear with me here. I'm going to lose one of the earplugs here. And get back here. And hopefully you can hear me okay. Do I sound okay, Tech 190Q? If you give me an audio check, I would appreciate it. It sounds good on my end, but that doesn't mean it's sounding good on your end. So, there we go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over here, and we're going to proceed to take this apart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the keyboard and things out of the way here so we won't knock them off the table here. And yeah, so alright, so let's take this apart here. And basically this is a Macintosh SE30 case. That's the only thing that is original to this. This is the case. Everything else I fabricated. Now basically what we have is a 2012 Mac Mini in here. Works really good. Actually, it's for 2012. It's pretty nice. I'm running Catalina on it right now. You could do open core on this and even run the newest system on it. But anyway, and then so then we had to make this switch. We basically that's where the old one was, but we had to elongate the hole because this is fused now. So this is the main power, and then when the power is thrown on it, then when you hit this button here, there's a little tack switch behind there, you can hear it, and that's what makes it boot up, get the boot chime. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, so let's take this apart. And let's see, what did I do? Here we go. Okay, so let's take it apart here. So basically, I used the case screws to obviously hold it together. I have the ones on the top here. We'll put those over there. And we're going to take the other one out here. Maybe. There we go. Now, a lot of people, they get upset when you take Macs apart and do mods on them, but you know what? It's Adam McGee said it the best. He said, "Hey, it's my machine. I'm going to do what I want," and that's basically what I did. But I tried to preserve as much as I could. Now, obviously, I couldn't preserve everything. Obviously, I had to blow the I/O port out of here because this thing is mounted in here. The other thing I had to do was obviously mod the switch there. And then the main thing that I had to do, and this is nice and light actually, this is always like 5.5 pounds. And you can really see the anti-glare there. And I had to elongate this bezel. On the CRTs, that bezel went in a little bit and it curved down to accommodate, it's got a curve to it to accommodate the picture tube. So what I did is I cut that out so to flatten this out as much as I could to put this widescreen in it. And that's a 10.1 inch LCD screen. And it's got a variety of connectors on it. But I'm using the HDMI on it because that's what I wanted to do. And so yeah, so now we're going to take the case off here. And it should just slide right off here. Let's see here. There we go, yeah. It'll come right off. So let's take, and what we're going to do now is we're going to show you what this looks like on the inside. So there we go. So we're going to open it up here. And we're going to lean it forward here and move these things out of the way so we don't break anything. And there you go. It's all laying down here. And I can move this camera here. And let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let me move this here a little bit. So basically, this is the HDMI. This is. Let me backtrack here. So this is the video cable that goes to the monitor, and we got to be really careful with it because we don't want to damage it. And because I don't have a replacement for this here, and this is the board that drives the monitor. And then in the back here, then you see all the other stuff. But anyway, yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to take this screen. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm using the iMac internal microphone here. Hey, Bruce, how you doing there? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. All right, good. And I got the volume cranked all the way up here. Okay, good. So anyway, go back to what we were doing here is I was actually using the microphone off the iPhone there. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, what I'm going to do is this thing is really glued in here, so I have to kind of work my way and take all this hot glue that I put in here to hold the screen down in here. And what I'm going to do then is I have to fab up a new protective screen. So this is just big enough to do the job here too. It's basically it's styrene plastic. It's like about a 0.3 thousandths or something like that. It's pretty thin stuff. So anyway, so yes, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to, and I will try to, I don't have an overhead thing here, so let's do this here. All right, let's see. There we go, focus. There we go. All right. So I'm going to have to probably get my X-Acto knife here and kind of cut this out. Not really looking forward to that, but that's what we're going to have to do to get this out. And I got I put a piece of styrene plastic on here to get the screen to kind of lay flat against the case. Okay, thanks, Bruce. Yeah. So anyway, we're just going to cut this glue off of here, and like I said, I glued it very, very well here because I did not ever plan on working on this thing again as far as the screen here. And we're just going to cut the hot glue here. And this is some really good hot glue, let me tell you. Like I said, I glued the bejeebers out of it here. There we go. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good Saturday? Hopefully everybody is. I worked today. I just worked a half a day. And I thought, well, you know what? I've been wanting to do this for a while. So I said, well, we'll just work on this. And then I'm still working on my recap, well, not recap, taking the caps off and remounting them on there a little bit better. About 30% done with that. So yeah, so let's get this off of here. Boy, this is going to be tough to get off of here. Yep. Well, yes and no. I don't want. I got to be really careful because I don't want to screw the monitor up here. Yeah, I thought about that, taking the rework blower there, hot air gun into it, but I was hoping I just pop this off, because once I get this off, everything else will come off really easy. This is the one that's really holding it on here. So yeah, so we're just, I knew this was going to be a pain taking this off. I'm just trying to be real careful here. So yeah. So in the US here, 4th of July is coming up here next week. And I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Geek was, let's see, press your easy button.
That was easy.
There you go. I pressed it. There you go. All right. You know, I might plug that in. Let's see if that, I'm going to try chance it with that hot air blower. Let me plug it in here. All right. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's find out what happens here. All right. We will try it here. Hopefully we don't cook anything here. Well, it's definitely getting gooey. That's good. Yeah, it's hot too. So a little force on it here. We'll see if we can get it to come loose here. Come on. Like I said, I glued it really good. Let's see here. I'm going to go to Plan B here. We're going to do this here. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's heat this up here. And we'll get this one heated up here. Okay. Nice and stringy glue here. I'll let that cool down just for a second here. I don't want to touch that. It's hot. I think this is just about ready to come up here now, though. Let's see. There we go. It's coming loose. There we go. Got that loose there. Okay. Put this out of the way here. Hang on here. I gotta move some things here so nothing gets melted here. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do, I need to undo this video cable here so I don't cook it. I got to get it out of the way so we don't cook it here. Just waiting for this here. Alright, so let's do this here. Let's undo this clip here. So Bruce, if you're still there, did you ever get the I believe you're working on an SE. Did you ever get that done there? Because I think you were still having some problems with it there. Hey Joe, how you doing there? I sent you a link, Joe, if you want to join in. You could run my chat for me. How's that? So anyway, we're gonna move this cable. This, like I said, this cable, these are like paper thin. In fact, I'm gonna put a little bit more electrical tape on this because I don't want to damage it here. That will ruin my day. Oh, okay, Joe, sure. Yeah. Eat your dinner. But yeah, so anyway, so I'm gonna put a little piece of tape on there. And that way I won't mess that video cable up here. So let's do it here. I'm going to cut this. And we're going to put just a little bit more tape on here. And that's going to protect this cable from getting damaged here. There we go. That's all that's for. It's just for strain relief here. Okay. Yeah, I live on those, Joe. Pop-Tarts. Yep. You never have too many Pop-Tarts, I always say. So anyways, now I need to get this loose here. And then I just have to break it loose here on the sides here, and we'll be good. So yeah. So we'll turn this back on here. I'm just going to heat this up here. Basically, I'm heating the plastic up here. There we go. There we go. Got that out of there. All the little stringies here. I will unplug this here just for a second here. I'll turn it off here. And so I can do something else here. All right. Okay. Yeah, they are very tasty. Absolutely. So now what we're going to do, like I said, I got that loose. Now what I have to do is get it loose from the sides here. And then I can get the case, the overlay out of it here. So basically what it was is I made the screen protector, put it down, I put tape around it, and actually used double-sided tape, and that's actually what's bleeding through. So yeah. Yeah, I know how it is, Joe. And hey, thanks for on the blue SCSI thing. I appreciate that. So anyway. Yeah, my day was crazy too at work. Not doing stuff that I like to do, but we had fun. Now the good part about this is I can leave this glue here. I'll just heat it up and just push it back down. That'll work pretty good. So yeah. Yeah, and I hear Ron's back in town. He emailed me today. No, I am not. This is my own creation. Basically, I wanted to make this as flat as the screen as I could. Hey, Garth, make it as flat as I could. And that's why I shaved it down here in the front here. Let's make sure I didn't screw up the cover here. I didn't distort it good. So basically, as you know, these bezels, they go in further. And so I painstakingly had to remove that. But I made it look like factory there. And that's to accommodate the 10.1 inch screen. But I tried to do a method of doing like an anti-glitter screen. Didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to turn out. So anyway, so yeah. Yeah, Garth, I sent you a link too if you want to join. But anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get this glue off the side here. And I use some foam on here too, just for light leaks and stuff. And like I said, in retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, that was a big experiment there. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it took me a good part of the day to do that, using a lot of tools and stuff. And I'm going to get you guys in. There you go. There you go. Hey, I'll get my ears on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those Pop-Tarts are tasty. I've eaten many of those there.
What? You have Pop-Tarts already? With soda? Now he knows it drives Joe.
Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew, baby.
Oh, there you go. Always a good time for dew, right?
Garth!
Well, I appreciate your carving. I did some carving on a Color Classic to get a slot load CD-ROM drive in one time and with a Dremel. But yeah.
Yeah.
I got your mail, Garth. Thank you.
Oh, did you? Seriously? Oh, cool.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see there. So anyway, yeah. So
Oh, what are we doing tonight?
that's like I said. It took a while to whittle this down. You know, because
Those are done.
one screw up and it'd have been all over.
That's
So yeah.
a thing.
So,
Joe's looking around like, what sort of horribleness do I need to tackle right now?
Well, I'm doing a burn-in test on an Apple II GS right now, so that's a thing.
an apple.
Why
I'm
is
going to
that?
crack open this power supply here I got.
Ah.
So
It's a good old TDK.
that's not
Of course,
GS
for-
supply, is it? No.
For a LC.
Oh, yeah, okay.
System.
Which
Oh,
is
okay.
basically the same as every other Apple supply that ever existed.
Yep.
Plus 512, or plus minus 5, plus minus 12, ground.
But it's funny. I'm not sure if the negative 12 actually is even used on the PDS or on the LC systems, but maybe the PDS slot uses it.
Yeah, I have a reactive micro universal supply for the Apple IIs that whenever I have something in to work on and I need like a generic power supply, I just like create a header for it and just use that supply. I just yank the connector out, put the different connector on it, and like, oh, it runs an LC now.
That's pretty cool, actually. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, why not? It's the same voltages and obviously load basically for those, yeah.
And that supply will put out like 6 amps. So it's like, yeah, it'll do anything I can throw at it. So it's fine.
Wow.
And that allows me to test people's systems, at least the systems that require the physical power switch and not the soft power. Allows me to test the system I want, and the person could just take the board out and ship me the board. They don't have to send me the whole computer.
Yeah, it's funny because actually I have I think I mentioned to you in another stream, I have a couple of LC 575 boards that are just not working in various states a bit. And I'm realizing I can't really troubleshoot them outside of the chassis with some sort of power and, the harness and thing. I'm like, yeah, how do you do this? So I will say this, it's pretty obvious they have trace damage around the CPU socket. So that's not fun. Might be pulling off the socket on at least one of those, but
that's where you find yourself an old dead 550 or something that has a dead tube.
Yeah.
And you just scavenge the crap out of that to make a test chassis. Yeah,
I'd like to actually have the harness. It's funny. I had so many Color Classic harnesses, which is basically the same, right? And I could have. Anyway, I had so many. I got rid of them. It's all right. All right, I'm gonna crack this sucker open. Let's see what we got. I don't know what we're gonna have. Dave, so you're replacing your display or you're changing the display? I didn't quite understand.
I'm changing the protective cover that I have that protects the display. Yeah. So I got I got the bright idea of, well, I'm going to make this anti-glare, right? In theory, it sounds good, but in order to see the screen, you got to be looking. You have zero view angle. You got to be looking right at it. Okay.
Great.
So I'm putting it back the way that I had it originally, with just the clear, without the without the anti-glare on it. Because basically, what I use Krylon clear coat on it.
Yeah.
And that's like what I use on models and stuff. And it just, like when you go over the decals and stuff like that, it keeps them from, protects them and stuff. And then I thought, well, gee, this would probably work good on that. Well, it worked too good.
Junk mail. Look at all
see
the
anything now. Great.
So that's what we're doing. We're just kind of, but in order to get to that, I have to take the screen off, and I really glued this thing down good because I did not want it to come loose. So
acetone. Oh wait, don't do that.
Not right against the case. No, I cannot do that. Well, I used actually a geek with social skills said just use your heat. I said, hey, that sounds like a good idea. And I had a big brace here in the back that I took off, and it came right off. But I don't want to do it up against the side because right up against the case here, and on the corner of the LCD. So what I got is I put electrical tape down on this to use kind of like a shadow mask, to keep the light from shining through.
Yep.
And so that's the glue is actually stuck to that. So if I could get that tape loose,
you can just yank on the tape and come off.
Yeah, that's
kind of like a command strip, but in reverse.
Yes, absolutely.
Smart.
So once
you have brain I don't got.
Joe, I know things, but different things than you know, and you know things that I don't know. So there you go.
That's how it works.
I know things.
And between all of us, we can figure things out, right? There we go.
Are we the Paw Patrol? Oh man!
I like to think of the 1970s, early 70s Super Friends.
Super powers activate.
No, before those,
shape
before
up.
even those.
God, that was way back in the day, wasn't it? Yeah.
Best part, those shows were an hour long.
This is good. Anybody want to watch me sort sockets?
Sure.
It'll be fascinating.
Okay.
That could be a whole stream.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just doing just BS work tonight. Nothing really stream worthy.
It's all right.
Bench camp. That's this one.
Okay.
Bench cam.
Right. So, Joe, have you talked to Ron since he got back?
We talked. We kind of chatted a little bit a couple times in the Discord, but not any magic.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to him just briefly too.
It's my understanding he's not feeling very well right now.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully.
We're in like Flynn.
Hopefully he gets feeling better soon.
Damn you. So it's always the first thing you want to do when you open one of these power supplies is to touch the thermal paste on the edge, and you forget about it. And you're like,
I hate when that happens. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah, that thermal paste, that is can be very
this
gnarly.
looks amazing. okay, this power supply is actually dead, but it looks amazing, which is super
Really?
awesome because it means that one of the stupid, secondary caps are just gone wrong.
Oh, okay. Now, do they do the thing on that too, where they glue everything down in there with the glue?
Not with these. And
Okay.
this is doing the telltale like tick, 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 tick. So it's just
it's shorted.
the
Yeah.
Oh,
little,
Shorted
the little
it.
caps. It's a capacitor war.
That's broken. Yay. That's spare parts. See, if you take your sockets out of these silly things that they ship them in and you stack them, they take up less space.
Ah, that's a good idea.
And as I may have stated before, maybe I haven't stated it on Dave's stream before, but my space is 16 feet by 16 feet. It's tiny. So the less space I can take up, the better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like industrial Lego. For example, this is my normal kit of sockets. There's probably over 1,000 in that box.
Wow.
It's like 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
How do you organize that?
What's that?
Organize? What do you mean by that? That's crazy. Crazy talk. Yeah.
Just, it's one of the things you learn when you just don't have any flipping space.
Yeah.
People are. I love my viewers. I love my fans. I love my patrons. But sometimes they ship me things. It's like, where am I going to put it?
Hey, Joe. Oh, by the way, I have 4 different image writer 2 printers I'm going to send you.
Have 4 different what?
Image writer 2 printers.
Yeah, no. I don't envy you the shipping cost alone. It's like I quoted the cost to ship that. It's like $75. It's freaking insane. Burger Becky wanted me to send her one, and like quoted it. I'm like, I'll meet you at Kansas Fest. I just drove it with me and put it in the garage giveaway pile, and I'm like, it's right there. Just go grab it.
That's awesome. You're giving her one, though, huh?
What's that?
Did you give her one, or are you going to do that?
No, I already did that. This was in 2019.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to K-Fest this year. I will
Look at those caps.
virtually.
This is all super clean and nice. Nothing's wrong in there, but it's totally wrong.
Huh. Wow.
It's the caps. It's probably this little guy right here, actually.
Which one?
This little guy.
Oh, really?
My horrible lighting.
That one right.
I don't know. One of these little guys. They just all dried out, basically.
Yeah. Now, do you, when you recap them, do you just basically put the same thing back in it, or do you do like a little better cap in there? Or?
So the couple things depends on the availability of things, but then I'll always go up in voltages if I need to. But generally, I try to keep the same.
Yeah.
But it depends on what's available.
Yeah.
Yeah, put good old Captain tape over top of the sticky white stuff.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a solution that is. Look at this. Look at that. See?
Nice.
I'm not sponsored by Captain Tape. All right, I'm not actually planning to desolder this right now. I just want to look inside it. I'm laughing because I was fully expecting, because the other ones of these have torn apart. The TTK ones, they've just been like a bloodbath. They're leaking, I can see, but other ones have been really bad. This one's actually really clean. The backside's like amazingly clean. But yeah, so it's good. It just died in the right way that's going to be easy to fix. So good for me to know.
That's good.
Yeah, this is here. Yay, just say space. Woot.
Yay.
All right, so that's next up.
That project's done. This project is Wow, look at those hum bars on my screen. That's nice.
Well, you say you're doing a burn-in, Joe? On what Mac?
Yeah, an Apple II GS. I'll see if I can show it. Stand by. I do not have my other camera because it's upstairs for recording harpsichords. Stand by. Can't really. Can I show it? Can I like take this camera? Like, use this camera to show it? Maybe. Maybe that'll work. No customer addresses or anything visible. No. Okay. So we go here, and I go back to the Mega Cam. You can do it. There you go. Yeah. So this is a client's Apple II GS that I'm testing.
Okay.
I'm testing their transwarp card along with their CFFA card using my memory card, but also their base board. It was, quote, unstable, unquote. And I haven't found that. It just works. So I don't know. It's been running all day like this on the bench, running the Mountain screensaver.
Okay.
On Twilight.
Are you using their power supply or yours?
I'm using my power supply, but that could also be their issue on their end. However, if I remember correctly, they're using a reactive micro supply, so I kind of somehow got that. Unless Henry supply is broken, but I have literally never seen one fail, ever. So, he shipped me 3 boards. The second board just had a bad CPU. Go figure. It's right here. Bad kapoo. Bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
And shipped me a third board that is a black screen. And my diagnosis on that board is, after having removed and replaced just about every chip on the board, it's either bad slow RAM or a bad FPI chip.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. If the FPI chip is bad, it's basically a parts board because you can't get those anymore.
Oh, really?
Now, what does
Yes.
FBI do, Joe?
Fast processor interface.
Okay.
It effectively glues the non-Apple II part of the machine to the Apple II part of the machine.
Oh, okay.
Helps
Interesting.
interface all the slow. We have to keep the machine slow for compatibility with all the old Apple II stuff. With the faster, I'm an awesome, better than Macintosh Apple thing. It's what it does. It supports the talking to the battery RAM, shuttling data in and out of the what's called the FF space, where where the emulated Apple II stuff is, and stuff like that.
So it's interesting. It's interesting in the sense that if that's actually the failure, once you figure it out, how it would behave on a boot, right? You know what I mean? That would actually pull it down. But I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Because it's controlling ultimately the full clock and everything. Holy smokes. These are terrible clips. I've never seen these before.
Plastic.
Yeah. They're, wow. Holy smokes. I've never seen these. Let me get a good shot here. Can you see those?
Dave, make them big so we can see.
Yep.
Yeah. Never seen these types of slots before. That's hilarious. Honestly.
Those are awful. That's horrible. I can see those are evil.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
They're not
pretty
going to
cool.
break, but oh my God, you're not going to get the chips out either.
You're right.
That's pure evil.
Oh, so actually another thing I've never seen before, maybe you
Burn
have.
it in the fire.
Is that CPU? Can you see that? Oh, my focus is terrible.
That's a little bit different.
It's
This is a 2CX board.
Yeah, I've seen them like that. Not exactly that same coloration, but with the stepped outside edge like that, I've seen them. Like that.
Yeah. Interesting. I love it.
Thermal bolt on there. Yeah.
This is a super weird board. Also, the legs and all the. Okay, this is hilarious, Joe. I'm pretty sure this is factory. So, look at these caps. Look how far off the board they are, right? And they're waving in the wind, by the way, right? With all the legs.
Yeah.
You see them all?
Yeah.
Oop,
Wow.
Shit.
Huh.
It's like they didn't bolt it down to the board, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. It came from the factory like that?
It looks like it's been reworked. And also, these caps are super. Well, they're the stupid yellow labeled ones, right?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
my camera's
Oh, yeah.
terrible. Focus. It doesn't matter. It's just the horrible ones, right? That melt off when you pull them off. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's in good shape
Logitech
otherwise, though.
Rio, best camera ever. Get it. That's
And
what
you
this
said
one is.
what board is that out of? Is it has 2FX board?
2CI or 2CX.
2CI. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting.
This is a Logitech 4K one. I think it's the lighting right now. Like it's really harsh lighting from the outside coming in right now. Everything hard to focus.
Yeah, those 4K cameras, they love bandwidth.
Yeah.
So if you are pumping out, all kinds of bandwidth, they're beautiful. But like I'm on a 2K camera,
Yep.
and 720p, it kind of doesn't like it as far as the stream. If you do 1080, it's okay, but sometimes it gets a little choppy.
Yep.
Then it behaves itself. So yeah.
Yeah, if I bump this one up to full 4K, it's hilarious. Now again, I'm using this 2012 iMac for processing here with OBS, and it's like, what do you do this?
Yeah. See, this one's behaving itself right now, but sometimes it just get real. It'll be like.
What is all over my glasses? Dust? I don't know. Moonbeams?
Hey, Starbucks Tuck. That's funny. So my wife today had like green speckles all over her glasses because she was grinding up some green juice stuff, right? She's like, "What is this all on my glasses? Like super bright green stuff." I was like, "It's Vulcan blood."
Vulcan.
I need that.
It's being weird. Oh man, that's just me. I'm just weird. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know if this thing boots. I'm just gonna hear if I can get a chime out of it. I don't have a video card in. Will it chime without a video card?
All this stuff can go there.
Oh, that doesn't have a built-in video card on it.
No, this is the 2CX, so no built-in video.
Okay.
This is basically where they took a Macintosh 2X and crammed it into the compact case, the first one, right?
Uh-huh.
And so this is all above board, using a Jazz drive to put the power supply. And speakers attached. All right, power's on. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1.
Go there, camera.
I hear the speaker, but
What am I going to work on next? I need to tell this gentleman about his computer, so we will do that.
Did it chime?
it turned on, but no chime.
Okay.
Nope, actually it turned on at first, but now it's not turning on at all. It just turns on for a second and then shuts off. Brilliant. Hey, it's Steve. He can tell me what to do. Steve, what do I do? My 2CI is not booting. I plugged it in. Look at that. It's plugged in.
You want to join in, Steve? I can send you a link.
Look at that crazy setup. Oh, yeah, 2CX. Yeah, this is
I'll-
actually so 2CX. Will they boot up without a video card? I'm sure they will, right?
It's funny. Everybody who's watching is just in the screen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Us.
Except for Starbucks.
Well, it's doing this. It just powers up and then shuts right off, which of course means power supply, startup circuit, short. It's all good. So it's good news. Guess what? I looked at this board and both Joe and Dave said this is the good sockets to get on your board. The one with the plastic sockets. So the easily removable. Look at those beauties. Plastic.
Yeah.
Email. Send myself an email.
Yep,
because
exactly.
I'm old and stupid.
It's probably going to be these. Oh, no, about those actually. Cool. Yeah, I was helping Exodium track down the startup circuit stuff on his 2CI. So I don't know if there's 2CX schematics are out for this one, but this will be cool.
There it is.
I'm trying to
Startup circuit repairathon. Yes.
That's right.
So remember, when you're working on people's boards and you cut off their soldered on battery that they put in themselves in order to ultrasonic the board, remember to put the battery back on before you ship it back to the customer.
They don't want it on there.
Tell
Tell them in the end it's better.
He wants it on there. He wants it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Steve.
So,
I sent you the link on Twitter. Okay.
The Twitters.
Look in your messages on Twitter.
The Twunk Junk. Oh man. Oh gosh, what the heck was I doing? I was reading my email to go get this coin holder for this gentleman so that I can ship it to him because he wants that instead of his battery back. PRAM battery holder upgrade.
I got those little ones that just like attach to the legs on the board. If you haven't decided those.
Yeah,
On
that's
an Apple 2GS. Is this a 2GS you said or not?
It's an SE, but it's effectively the same thing. It's exactly the same. He wants a holder for this battery. So it's like, okay. Does anybody have a link to a coin cell holder for the SE? Because I might send him one of those too, and I just give him options since I screwed up and took his battery.
Hey, it's Steve.
Oh my God, it's Steve. Hi, Steve.
I'm just sitting at my computer and Joe says, "Hey, there's a thing going on," and I'm there.
Steve, are you experiencing any
like
major
the
radiation right at the moment?
Your
Just a little
microphone. Your
Sound like a
microphone.
robot, bub.
Your microphone's acting up a little bit.
Hold on. It's okay. I still have not figured out OBS very well.
Oh, you're using OBS?
Yeah, just as I'm trying to learn how to do scene setups and stuff, which I'm amazingly terrible at, but it's fun. I really enjoy it.
All right, is that better?
Oh,
Much.
yeah.
Yay! Firefox doesn't like my microphone for whatever reason. So, Garth, is that a 2CI or a 2CX?
Well, it's 2CX.
Okay, I was about to say it's a very funny looking 2CI with the port missing. Yeah, so I think the startup circuitry on the 2CX is by the little battery thing. That row of capacitors is where all the fun happens. So enjoy.
Yeah,
I've had to do that a few times, so if you need any help, let me know. But it's just basically.
No, I love it. Honestly, what I like about this is that so earlier today I tried this and I just did a quick test of it and I didn't have things hooked up and I was like, I noticed it turned on first. I was like, I guess it's working. Okay, great. And then it shut it off. I was like, well, let me just double check. And then it didn't turn on again. I'm like, okay, whatever. I got to retest this. And it did the exact same thing again. It turns on after being set for a while. In fact, I got to try again. And then it just shuts off. So that's interesting to me. I want to figure out actually what the failure is so I can,
Yeah, the issue that I ran into on mine was that there was gunk on the chips underneath those caps right by the battery, and it was all corroded and there were bad traces and stuff. So I really had to get the microscope and fix some things. And I think behind the power switch there was also something that was screwed up. But then again, mine boots up, but there's no video, and no NuBus activity. So yay!
Actually, so question. I don't know if you know this. I was going to ask Adam, but Adam, he wants something for the answers. so anyway, I was going to ask Adam, hey, what was the stock card that shipped with this, or was there one, or was there just options? Did you just choose in the store?
You would be able to buy the card that best suited your needs. So there was the Macintosh 2, whatever they renamed it to, video card.
And then a 4-bit one too, right?
Yeah, that was the 824. I forget the exact names of it, but my father bought that machine in June of 1990, and I have the sales receipt and all the details for it. And I remember speaking to him about it because you could technically buy it as a workstation without the need for a video card. And,
okay, that tells me I'll at least boot in theory. Yeah.
Yeah, so it will boot without a video card. And one of the first actual video on my channel was with the 2CX, and I got it to boot, read from a disk and everything, and boot up, but the NuBus and the video card were not happy. So I have no video on the machine, which is a shame because it's the first Mac I ever used. I want to get that thing working. But that's in the Quadra 840 AV pile right now. So.
Oh, seriously? Wow. Okay, that's funny.
But it will boot up, and obviously with the Blue SCSI, it's easier to diagnose.
Right.
But I had a spinning hard disk and everything, and was listening for it and all that stuff.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
looking
it will
for
boot up.
Blinky. So
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Let me. I don't have Blue SCSI handy.
What?
I only,
You can use
I
mine.
only have these.
Oh, wait, what?
Right back. Actually, it's a
Dave,
good
what are
point.
you
'Cause
working
I
on?
have- I'm plugging in a while, and I can boot up and
okay.
look.
I'm working
Oh,
on
that's
my,
right.
my Frankin Mac there. And, oops, we don't need that cable through there. And anyway, so I got the bright idea of making an anti-glare screen. Well, you see how it came out? Not very good.
Ah,
So your view angle is head on. You can see it
Yeah.
beautifully. You get over here, can't see a thing. So I'm going to put another one on it. This is just a protective screen to protect the LCD
Yeah.
screen so it didn't get scratched up and stuff. So, but I did such a wonderful job of gluing it in. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the
Ah.
the hot glue off of it there.
Joe, stop applying things directly to your forehead.
He said head on. I had to do it.
And so anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I got the, I had a bracket that went across it. I got that unglued. Actually, Geek with Social Skills was here earlier, and he says, well, why don't you use a little heat? And I said, well, so I did. I used my rework hutter on it, and it got that off, made the glue nice and gooey, but I can't do it here because it's up against a case, and I don't want to cook the screen. So, yeah.
I'm going to tweet out this link. I should have done that a while ago. My goodness, I'm slacking today. Let have more people join in on the fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Battery holders, clips, and contacts. There we go.
So anyway, I have
Oh,
but
there it is.
the other issue that I had is
Mark
when
it.
I met when I
Well, F you.
put this in here. You
Calm
can
down
see
there, Joe.
how it's bleeding through the mask there.
This supply chain stuff has been pissing me off. Sorry. Where's it available? Who the knows? You need one? I can sell you 879 in a bulk box. I want what? Sorry.
More, get more.
You get a more substantial discount if you buy more, though. Like a lot.
How do you
more.
really feel,
Like
Joe?
enough to fill the city.
What are
Alright, here
you
we go.
trying to buy?
Power on. 3, 2, 1.
What me?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
I am trying to buy CR 2032 battery holders that are through hole and go through onto a circuit board.
Oh, Garth, that really shuts on and off real quick.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like it turns on forbidden. It's like la 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 la, and it just shuts off.
So when I started up earlier this morning, it started up at first and it turned on for a little bit, right? And it's like nothing. It didn't boot chime though. I have a speaker hookup, and then I was like, shut it off. I was like, let me try it again, and then that was it. Didn't boot anymore. And now when I first hooked it up the first time, it did it again. It started up the first time, and then everyone since after. So
And you
could be
you have
power supply
a
and-
you tried another power supply?
not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I
have.
thankfully haven't had an
'Cause-
issue with those power supplies in general.
I
I've
have.
liked many of them, but
I've had to repair a couple of them, and then even one of them like leaked the horribleness down here.
that's that's what I've seen from others. So I'm dreading the day I have to do that because I don't. It's like I need that, like I need a hole in the head.
Right? Do you
We don't
need a hole? Okay, you don't need that.
I have enough holes in my head. Thank you very much.
Prove it.
1, 2, 3. This is the pie hole. That's a good hole.
Oh, actually, Steve, since you're here too now. So check this out.
Yep.
This is another weird thing about this board. The electrolytics on the radios, right? They're like on these giant ass leads that aren't actually connected down to the board. See how loose that is? You have like wonky, wibbly wobbly.
Is that from the factory?
Yes. I mean, I assume so. These look like factory stuff.
Timey
See
wimey.
how,
Oh yeah, they're just like floating up there.
right.
Yes, as long
That's
as they
weird,
make
right?
continuity at the bottom, they're fine.
Oh, I know, but it's interesting. But it's an interesting design decision because this is going to break off and be bad.
Yeah,
But-
I've never had them that tall. I only have two 2CX machines, but I've never seen them that tall. That
Yeah,
floaty.
I've gone through numerous 2CIs. This is my first 2CX I've seen, but this, I haven't seen them like this. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that is pretty
Obviously,
hilarious.
the horrible. Yeah, anyway, this is hilarious. I love this board. Anyway.
Now, you recap the whole thing or no?
Oh no, nothing yet. Nothing. This is just.
Oh, okay.
Just evaluation at this point.
Well, I'm using Bruce of Brankus Creations flowchart. The first step is recap the damn thing.
I'm checking first to see because it was so clean and nice. I'm just checking to see if it at least turns on and stuff. And
Yeah,
partially I'm also testing the power supply and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, the those row of caps right by the battery, that's going to be the culprit for the startup circuit.
Perfect.
Because that is the biggest problem that I had to. In fact, you could watch hours and hours of me cursing at the thing on a live stream years ago.
YouTube.com/C/Mac84.
Mac 84.
This is better. Sorry.
Hi, I'm DigiKey. Our shipping page is a blank
Are they
white
talking to
screen
you?
with nothing on it.
That's because they don't want to do business with you anymore, Joe. You've ordered too much from them.
I bitched out Mouse earlier in the week on Twitter. 150,000 of the specific resistor pack I wanted. 150,000 of them. It's not like they had 27 or a couple hundred, and they were 150,000.
I have a pin for
And
you.
they removed it from my order and checked everything else. I'm like, sorry, we've removed that from your order. We're not selling those right now. It's like, well, why is it in stock on your website?
Somebody.
we know what we have.
We know what we have.
We know what we have. Just gonna-
Dave, that is a serious screwdriver to your right.
This one?
Yeah, I
Torque,
like it.
torque drive. You like that?
Is that
Oh,
Mac?
I need one of those easy buttons. I need to say "eep" on it, and then I need to reprogram the sound of it that says "eep" when I push it.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Oh.
good. Huh? Yeah,
That was easy.
that's right.
I need
Right.
that
Wow.
would save me a lot of beeps, during my live stream.
Yes, it will.
I can bring up LEDs to it, so when I smash it, it's like
Funny,
yeah, another side project I will never complete.
completely
love it.
unrelated thing. We had our company had for a short period of time. We sold cartridges and office supplies too. And the company color was green, so we were thinking about making a green one of those instead of easier.
Yeah.
Easy.
That was easier.
That was.
Hey,
easier.
look! I tweeted at the thing. We have more friends watching us. Yay!
Hey, hi friends.
Hey, all right. We like friends.
Learn
See
how
that,
to
Record
battery.
Techie?
Exactly.
Learn how
Yes.
to battery.
Eric is already here. Starbuck Tech.
Finally.
Oh,
Mac
Ret-
84.
oh, Retro Tech is
Hey,
here,
Mac
too.
84 is here.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm a dumbass. All right. Well, that one's down. I should probably test my. I have another LC4754 board.
Like
I have a blue SCSI to try and flash,
Cheapest-
but I have no idea what I'm doing.
cheapest shipping.
Do I lick all the probes, Joe? What's the
What,
procedure?
To do what?
How do they make happy?
Okay, so you plug it in and you make go.
Okay. I'm just gonna randomly select pins on the SCSI port to shove the little wires into,
No,
right?
don't do that.
That's it.
So the blue SCSI.
Go!
I need to see the wires coming out of the end of your ST link.
Well, Tom sent it to me, so I assume he didn't break it. We
Nice,
got a yellow, an orange, a green, and a red.
great. So they look to be plugged into the correct places on the ST link. So you've got to figure out which places they plug into on the blue SCSI.
Is it this thingy or no?
To that header. What I can tell you is the one that's farthest away from the 50-pin header is power.
Okay.
One that's closest to the 50-pin header is ground.
Ah,
And the two in the middle are data. And you either get them right and it'll work, or you'll get them wrong and it won't work.
oh, lovely.
And then my suggestion would be to put a little bit of heat shrink on there. And once you've confirmed it's connected, then you heat the heat shrink to shrink it all together into one connector, like I did with mine.
Ah, smart.
Don't worry about it.
Wait. What color's yours?
Mine are yellow, orange, red, and brown because those are the ones I had in a single strip that were together. The colors don't matter.
I can't cheat. I know. Uh-oh, Dana retweeted us. Now we're really in for some trouble.
Great. Don't make me get the parrot. No, no.
Submit
We'll
order.
repair it,
Are you going to do it? Your order has been submitted. Did it pay for it?
So I pulled the
there's
board out
a-
of the system,
You're going to give me the
and there it
product
is. And
for
actually,
free?
Dana, you'll be appreciated. This is actually a Quadra 605, not a LC 475.
Ooh.
You can tell because of the jumper.
The
That's how you know. Anyway, but this thing is not good. So
My battery
to the pile.
bond list of machines unfortunately includes a 475. And I'm like, no, why had to be that one?
Dana's like J18. Okay. All right. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we'll
Ooh.
We'll test the board.
Joe, mine has the listings of the thingies on it.
Exactly.
That
So
easier.
helps you do it.
Okay. So you said smart thing before. Say smart thing again so I can write down smart thing.
Okay. So
Ooh.
Oh.
at the blue scuzzy side. As a matter of fact, let me get one so I don't get screwed up.
Guess who soldered the Arnets on backwards?
Who?
In fact, I soldered the Arnet on so badly that when I removed it, I removed 2 of the pins from the Arnet itself. So I had to solder a little blob on there and just pray that it connected. Because that's the kind of quality you expect from Mac anyway.
So on the blue scuzzy side, your pins are starting from the 50 pin connector coming towards you are ground, clock, data, power.
Okay. Just looking at this little guy. Ground. SW clock, I guess. Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay. And then data would be...
SWDIO.
okay. Because I'm an idiot and I don't know these things. And then power is which voltage?
3.3 volts.
Okay, so it looks like there are 2 pins of 3.3, so I guess it could be either one.
Yeah, but they should all be on the you could call it the bottom row.
Okay, yeah. So okay. I can follow I can follow colors. This is
And again, I heat shrank mine and then glued it in so it can't come out, so I can't screw it up.
all right. So mine is hold please. Ground, and then yellow goes to software clock, and then that goes. Oh, so he already had them all nicely done. I'm an idiot for not realizing that now. Thank you. All right. So then the red is the 3 volts. Okay, yeah. So this is all goodsies. So then I'm all good. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, welcome.
We're doing funny voices now. Okay.
Now,
Don't do all
Now.
I need
This is my
permission.
life.
Like we schedule that.
Yeah, we do schedule it. It's,
Oh.
It's not a
Every-
Tuma.
I am Truel, master of scheduling.
It's not
Say no,
going
future on.
Lousy. That's the best I can do.
J18
Such
is the
short
go
notice.
fast
That's great.
right of Quadraland.
If only a jumper could make us young again. Come on,
Is there
come on.
sort of
Let's sing.
processor upgrade I can throw in a 7300 to make it like uber awesome?
Yeah.
Yes.
you could
Oh
shove
my
a G3
gosh,
in
Joe.
there.
Does somebody
You can put
have
a
one that can like
G3 or
send
G4
in
card?
exchange for dollars?
I don't have any good ones. I have like a 233.
Oh,
I can
actually, the
send
one
you.
I got
It's
a
I can send you maybe a G3 one once Zodium's done with it, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, this Starbucks Tech is a blue scuzzy and a little programmer guy, so I'm going to upgrade it to the latest firmware to get 1% faster on it, because the goal here is I obviously don't have enough computers in my office right now. So everyone stop laughing. So I could maybe I was thinking of a 6100 because I have too many of them. And it would be able to let me image floppies and CDs and stuff without going down to the basement and freezing my PCs off.
You've never updated that one to the newest one that allows you to do USB updates yet, Steve?
No, Tom said that I was a bad boy, so I don't get the good stuff. As
Everyone else
noticed
everyone
by
else
the
already has it,
lovely
though.
3D printing
What do
job,
you mean the good stuff?
which looks like he chewed it up, So
Oh man, that pissed me off. Not that specifically. I was doing a 3D print job of those
Please tell us of how angry Tom gets you.
eyes constantly in everything. I keep finding them. They're everywhere. No, I'm
I
kidding.
love you, Tom.
Tom's the best. No, but seriously, I was 3D printing those brackets, and I started the print and left it to print overnight. It got to 95%, and something happened down here. They did a power trip, and
Oh, no.
it killed my 3D print. And my 3D printer does not do power on or power resume properly. It'll start and then just like wait and not do actually do anything.
Sounds like you need an uninterruptible power supply.
No, I have one. It didn't
Sounds like
work.
you need another one. Oh,
No, something happened.
You need
with
a bigger one.
itself. It did.
you
something.
need a bigger
It
one.
did dumb things.
Do you want one? I have like a bunch from e-waste that are just need their batteries removed, and I'm sure they're of dubious quality.
I too
Okay, everyone
also
ready?
have
I'm gonna power on the sucker.
stack over there. I just need to put batteries in them.
Do it!
Will it
Do it!
chime?
Do it! Do it!
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Oh, power's off.
Fire!
3, 2, 1.
Make Garth big so we can see the flames.
No, that's only
Yay!
when Ron that's only when Ron and me do the TTL board. That's when flames.
That's patented Dave TTL.
You can blame me. He used the wrong chip. My fault.
Well, he's sending me revision 2. We'll see how that works. So
Yep, there was
So-
nothing wrong with the original design at all. It was the
Okay.
chip. It had the wrong chip in it.
It's a chip.
was
I
it
It's
just,
not.
Wrong chip.
what was it? Just configured wrong, Joe, or what?
No, okay, so there. Long story short.
8 hours
A
later.
couple different designs. And I suggested one design, which is basically the one that he's using, but I got it confused with the other one when I was talking to him about what chip to get. So I told him the wrong chip. The thing is
Oh.
the chip I told him to get, when you
Yeah.
stick it in there, it connects an input directly to a no, it connects an output directly to ground or something like that. And so basically it becomes a gigantic power sink, and it just
Oh,
has
nice.
as much current as it can take, and it blows up.
That's a neat party trick.
It blows up quite. It makes a nice hole. In
It
it.
goes
Blows up real good.
But if you put the correct chip in there, it works perfectly fine.
So, Joe, I will ask you because you've obviously done this before. Tom told me there was a script that updates the dealie on this thingamabobber.
Yeah.
So, what do thing click go run?
Yep, stand by. I will get you the link.
Thank you.
It's
I have-
super easy, Steve, as long as you have the right programmer and stuff.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's
It wouldn't. This didn't have googly eyes on it, so I don't know if it actually came from Tom or not.
there you go.
How would you know?
Exactly. There's
his-
some questions going on.
That's his brand, the
That's
googly
the wrong
eyes.
link. I will take that. Don't click that link. I mean that link. So I don't use that one.
Here, use this. No, don't do it.
Releases.
This one makes the chip blow up. Don't click on it.
No, it's fine.
These bits are going into my plastic pile of brokenness.
That's fun. You can just ground those down and make a Mac case after.
They're technically the exact same code.
But that's
I have
such a
whole
small
container of
pile.
them. I have a whole container. This is the ready to go in the garage for the big container.
Oh, Garth, I
And
need
these
to
are
send you
also
a sticker.
AGP
Jeez.
slots from
So if you go to that link, Steve, halfway
Sweet
down,
605.
halfway down, there's a Blue SCSI updater link.
Uh-huh.
He maintains that as a separate. Here, I'll just give you a link. It's in the private chat.
I found the thingy.
It's he maintains it as a separate project. You just download
Okay.
that and drop it on your computer and run the flash-mac.command, and it does the thing.
Do I have Brew installed on here? Let's see. Maybe. Yeah. Yes. Maybe. Yes, I do. Okay. So there's like 3 downloads links.
Okay. I
How
sent
do
you the
how
link.
how do GitHub?
I sent you the newest link. Go to that.
I went to the thingy
This is Blue SCSI update.
and then click on the green code button and say download zip.
Correct.
Okay.
And you unzip.
I'm a big kid now.
Sorry. the walking epitome of Family Guy. I will drop into a complete a pop culture aside at any time. Just
We love you, Joe. Don't worry. All right, so I downloaded the thingamabob.
Yep.
And I guess we could see if I plug this into my USB keyboard if the Mac Studio is going to be like, you don't have enough voltage.
It'll be fine.
Well, let's
What
see.
card is it? Quick chat. You can do
Well,
it.
it didn't
Don't say
blow
it, Joe
up
or
yet.
Steve.
It's a cache card of some description.
Shh. Nope.
Where's the
What
video
is
card?
it? This
That's a video card.
only. Oh,
That's for a 7100.
okay. Oh my.
Give it to me. Give my shipping address. Send it to me.
So
That's
I
right.
had this good idea, like you buy these cards because they're popular with VRAM, and then it actually is worth more than the VRAM. So this is the extra card. So brilliant! I have an extra one. So yeah.
I plugged it in and no smoke happened.
Good.
Well, that's
So-
great.
If you follow step 2, it
To
says
read now? Hold on.
have homebrew installed.
I got that because I smart man.
Okay. And then you double click flash-mac.command to follow the instructions. You probably when the option that'll come up is probably option 2, which is to flash a blank one or update an old one.
Dialing 1-800 Blue Scuzzy. Connected.
Huh.
Okay, so upgrade via USB or prepare blank.
2, prepare blank because yours doesn't have the USB firmware yet.
Okay. Found homebrew. Installing open. It's doing stuff.
Do you have to do this on a PC or you do it on a Mac?
You can do it on both.
Okay.
Thank goodness, because I'm not going over 2 feet and turning on my PC.
It's actually easier on the Mac. Homebrew,
Oh, thank
doesn't
goodness.
happen. On the Windows PC, if it fails, you've got to go through this running around knees bent, wacky, advancing behavior to install all these dumb USB serial drivers.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that.
Ha
Good old cereal.
Cereal.
Still doing stuff.
Getting there.
Also, that's not a charge-only cable you're using, is it?
I mean, it's a thingy I'm plugging right in. It's the adapter dealie.
Okay.
I'm shoving right into the keyboard.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Downloading, blah, blah, blah. You now have 3 outdated formulae installed. That's nice. I don't care. Error. Invalid active developer path. Missing XC run. Oh, process completed. Oh, okay.
I don't know what any of that means. I've
Failed.
never done it on a Mac, so I can't tell.
Help! Joe, Joe, whoever you are. Dave, can I share my screen for a
Oh,
moment?
sure. There you go.
Thank you. Well, I have to click on the. It's Google is like, you're doing this for the first time, so I'm going to make you quit the browser. All right, so I'll be right back. It's going to make me quit. And read.
Bye, Steve. Don't let him back in. Don't let him back in.
There we go. All right.
He's out. He's out. Look at that. Another one.
We'll be
These are the
back.
2 that don't work, Joe.
Another one
My
bites
2
the dust.
575 boards.
All right, what are
Hold
you
on.
using to release
What's
that,
wrong with them?
that glue, Dave?
Oh, I've been using hot air.
Hot air?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
what
heat
kind
it
of
up,
glue
and it lets me peel it right off, so way faster. So I got
What
this
kind of
side
glue
all
is
peeled
it?
off. This side's all peeled off. So I'm just gonna have to heat it up and kind of manually walk this screen back
Gotcha.
because I also have double-sided tape on this.
Oh, okay.
So again,
What kind of
I
glue
did
is
not plan on taking this thing apart. You know,
What kind of glue is it?
just regular hot glue, high strength, low
Gotcha.
temp hot glue. Yeah.
Did you know that isopropyl alcohol will get under the surface of the glue and separate it from anything it's stuck to without actually dissolving anything? You can just peel it right off.
Oh yeah, but I don't want to get it on the screen.
Okay.
The screen might be good.
Steve wants back in.
Oh, there he is, right there. There you go. All right.
Oh,
Damn, you let
holding,
him back in. I told you not to.
holding my breath. That was difficult. Okay, so
All right. There you go.
He was in the bad place.
that's the best. That's where I live most of the time. Here we go. Oh, now you have to click on the
Okay, Adam. Bye. Have fun.
You have to do it for me. I can't click on my screen. I think. Dave,
Oh, what's on? What you need?
you have to click on my screen for me. Apparently, I'm not allowed to.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
that
Whoa,
that's
what is this? This looks
Yeah,
like
exactly.
hacking.
error. That's the thing. So
That looks like Greek.
Yeah, you're gonna have to install the command line tool stuff. Failed to install OCD. You'll have to do that first.
So I didn't follow the instructions correctly because I'm
No,
an idiot.
no.
Is that what you're saying, Joe? Is that
The
what you're saying?
instructions didn't say anything about doing that, so I don't think you're an idiot. I just think the instructions are incomplete.
No, the correct answer is yes, you're an idiot. But
Mac,
Yeah, you need the command line Xcode tools.
all it's saying is you need Homebrew. Install
But I-
Homebrew. Then
but
double
I-
click the command file. It
but
doesn't
I-
say install that.
I deleted the 80 gigabyte Xcode thing that was on my system when I was doing a restore because Apple changed the process of how their betas work, and all of a sudden my startup volume was now macOS beta. Yay!
Oh, that whole process.
That was fun. Guess who wasted a weekend on that?
This guy.
This guy.
Steve.
It's nice. It's nice when Apple does things like that and just doesn't even update their documentation. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you're installing a beta. The fundamental way this installs has changed. Maybe we should tell you.
That's just Apple's weird that way. They always have.
So if I just install
Sure.
Xcode, it'll do everything for me.
I mean, Garth knows. He worked there.
Answer my
line.
question.
Command line. I think you're gonna brew.sh or something. Some sort of.
No, I have Brew installed.
But do you have the latest? Have you installed Minecraft Java on your Mac recently from scratch?
Not recently.
It's really hard.
So
I
if I
have no
type
idea. Actually, I created a notes doc for it. So like, which board's this? Quick.
That's
SE.
That's an SE.
Oh my god, you guys are too good at this.
I like stories.
I mean, it's so obvious, right? All right, I don't know.
I
It's
fixed
an
like
SE.
Interesting, doesn't it?
10
Red
of those
things.
a year, so yeah.
If I type in Brew, I get a bunch of stuff about examples, so I assume I have it
Hey.
installed.
Oh my god.
You shipping all that stuff to me, right, Garth?
No.
He's just showing.
No.
I had to try.
No.
Oh, man.
Here's my where are we at here? Here we go. Get the right camera, Dave. There we go. Here's my SE board,
Ooh, SE30.
That's an SE30. Nice.
and it's got popcorn tantalums on it. Ooh, look at that.
Which you put back on, remember?
I did some of them, but Garth, I did do my these. I replaced these because the other ones I couldn't get the darn through the whole legs out. So the old ones I just cut them and snip them, and graft them in. But now
You put new ones in.
but I had the rework station here, so I'd get that thing as hot as I could, and they come right out after a little effort. But anyway, so that's a new one there, and then that's a new one there, and then like I said, let's see which one I do. I did that one, and I did that one there. I lowered it, so I got to do a couple others, and then I'm done with it. And then when I find my Mac SE30, I'll have a
And the
board to
piles
pop
of-
in it because what's that?
The piles of stuff.
The hoard pile.
Piles of
Yes.
stuff.
The hoarding pile. Yes.
No, it's collecting. Totally collecting.
Oh no, this is hoarding. This
is actually hoarding.
It's grandma's going to
No,
the flea market every day and, and throwing stuff in
Steve's
there.
It's funny, I was thinking about you today, Steve, when I was tripping over the boxes and boxes and boxes of crap that are now outside of my museum and now into the laundry room area. And I'm like, I need to do something about this.
I had a similar conversation with somebody today where we had a very sobering discussion about the amount of crap we have.
You
I'll
need to
just
add
send it
wing
to
on,
somebody
Joe.
else. Somebody's going to
is
want
a-
half a dozen dead laser printers.
That is an IBM XT.
It's a 3D6 motherboard.
Ew, it's a PC.
Close.
With that little
So-
3D6.
Sorry.
Well, Windows. Is it a 386DX?
Oh, SX16. The
Okay,
worst.
even better. Yeah, so it's technically a 286 with 386.
Nah, it's a 386. It's not. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is my first PC. This is literally my first PC right here.
Cool.
So are you getting a rash from handling it?
No, this is awesome.
Oh, okay.
I had this in my garage for about 10 years. The spiders took it over, but I cleaned it up.
Apparently on Apple Silicon Macs, you have to go to a certain thingamajig to do it thingy. On Apple Silicon
So
Macs,
awesome.
there's one more step. Homebrew files are installed in the blah, 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 blah.
How do you like your
Yeah,
Mac
the Mac
Studio,
shows,
Steve?
hey, it is not so.
I'm
I have
having fun.
I have a board similar to that, Garth. Mine's a mini ATX style, but it's basically the same thing. 386 ISA slots. I call it my Frankenstein because it's just an absolute mismatch of just mess of like 386 style parts, and I use it for
It's-
imaging DOS disks. That's its
It's
whole.
super cool. I could find the manual on Vogans for this board, right? The Chiron, whatever board. But yeah, pretty cool. This thing died on me like in 92 or 3 maybe. And I took it to a repair shop and they replaced some of the RAM chips on the board. And it's hilarious to think now like what happened and stuff. And, you know, I would be able to figure that now. But yeah, these chips.
Did they do a live stream
1992.
on VHS?
Yeah.
So apparently this
Dana's like,
Xcode.
what's this thing?
apparently
What
this
is-
Xcode thingy requires more hoops to jump through.
Oh yeah, that must
If
be a
you're on a
PC. You
Silicon.
got the little popcorn tantalums on there too. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Steve,
Yeah, I haven't
Well,
actually powered this up
turn
yet.
the PC on and just use the PC to do it.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Well, I do have an Intel Mac here, but
But
it's
you'll
a
get it done.
it's a
faster.
2000. No, Joe. See, this no rule one of Mac 84 is if it makes sense to do it and it's going to be easier and quicker, you ignore that until 48 hours later when you're crying to yourself of why
That's
did
a
I waste so
notch,
much
Jay.
time?
Jay sent that to me, so yeah, sorry.
Oh man, I forgot what I was doing.
You were yelling at me for not using a PC.
Oh, okay. No, that was me on Maciac last night. Before
I got to catch up on those. I missed that.
or Thursday night. Yeah, I just they were going on, and I was being devil's advocate. I'm like, you can do that on Windows. You can do that. On
Oh yes, I saw some of the
Did you know
comments.
you could do that on Windows? And I'm like throwing command lines in the chat.
I think if you lived closer to a few people, they just would have driven there and strangled you. But that's that's strangled you out of love.
I was
out of
just
love.
doing it for fun. It was just funny.
All right, we're tracking Joe's location and launch the CRTs.
Yeah, there you go. Gigi's like, Windows is scratchy on me as I'm sitting here on my Windows PC. That the last time I rebooted it was when the power went out.
Yesterday.
Like, it's like, it's just funny. It's funny stuff. Anyway, I forgot what I was doing.
I forgot what I was doing now. Damn it, Joe.
I got a DigiKey box and a Mouser box and a Jameco box and like 2 boxes from Justin Morgan.
I'm shoving my thumbs under my armpits because I'm looking at Dave with that scalpel, and I'm like, no, don't cut your fingers.
Oh,
The screen, yeah.
it's an optical illusion.
I'll be right back.
It better be.
No, the thumb's on the other side of the case
Ah,
here. I just about got all this picked out, so hopefully I'll be able to warm it up and just lean it back. Right here is the. Let's see.
I mean, look at
This-
that.
This here is the mask, the screen protector. So,
I did
What is
Brew
it, kids?
update. Brew is already up to date. Okay, that's good. Oh, fancy man.
Let's
Look at
fire
you.
up these fans. they're in like sequence. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. Ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
That's a Voodoo 5?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's a
That's
PC one.
PC? The AGP?
Yeah.
AGP. Yep.
Yeah, see, mine's a PCI one.
Yeah,
Which-
that's
For some reason, is superior, I was reading in something about, like, graphic shaders or some garbage. There was, like, for some reason, like, the PCI one included something that the AGP didn't for not some nonsensical
Seriously?
reason. Yeah,
That's weird, 'cause really,
I mean, I'm,
AGP is a subset of PCI.
yeah, I'm vaguely misremembering something probably, but there was something along the lines of like there was something that was supported on one but not the other. I don't know. Maybe it was just on the Mac side. But
What is that connector called?
all of the things. Isn't that the Lun SCSI or whatever?
Some weird like ultra wide.
Yeah, Lun, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's
IDE. No. Start
no, it's what is it? Now you can make me Google.
Is it SAS? It's not.
No, it's not.
SCSI, is it?
It's not. It's not SAS. It's one of the many SCSI flavors, and this was used primarily on servers. So this is the top one is called SCA. That's what it is.
Oh, SCA. Okay.
SCA. Single connector attachment. That's generic.
It's 8.5 gigabytes of pure fast SCSI storage.
Yeah, I put that in my Mac clone, and then I didn't set the
So-
dip switches right, and it was nested within the system, and it took me like 5 hours to figure that out.
Yeah, there's definitely dip switches. You got to.
Oh, is that an STA to 50 pin?
See,
Yeah.
Joe knew the thing.
Joe knows. So
Yep. I used to
Zodium
install
came by.
that in
So
servers.
Joe, Zodium came by today to drop up the stuff, right? And I was tempted to just like, hey, have you seen this drive yet? Have you benchmarked this one? Seriously, right?
I like how
You're
you're
like,
like,
I gotta try that.
Speaking of
He came-
Zodium, did we all
he
see
came
Zodium
by to
doing
drop
something
off this
different about
stuff.
the SATA thing?
I saw,
what?
Yes.
I saw him post on Twitter about it, but I haven't read up on the thingy.
Dude,
Dude,
It's so awesome.
Parts
It is really
inbound.
awesome.
that is
Dude.
the coolest hack for a PCI Express or for a PCI Power Mac like ever.
It's
All right,
actually
now
really
I
cool
think-
because
What is
the
speed?
trick is you have to find the right card and the right ROM and yeah. But honestly, I'm super happy you got it all figured out because
So if,
I
if
guess
I
he
were
was
an
like-
idiot and I wasn't aware of what was going on, can you follow me up? Catch me
Long
up.
story short, he, in combination with a bunch of awesome other people, figured out a process to use a specific type of SATA card, SATA PCI card, with like an updated chip and firmware on it that will work in a PCI Power Mac, but make it look like a SCSI device because SATA is technically SCSI at a very low level. And so you just throw drives at it, and it's like, oh, you want this 500 megabyte per second SSD in your old computer from 1992? Okay.
yeah.
And it'll like
So-
the CPU will not know what to do with that much data. It's just like
It's
everything is instant. It's like yesterday. It happened
So
now.
now I have to talk to him because like every Mac under the sun is in my basement. Now I have to test with it.
Dude.
so the trick is there's a couple different things you need to remember. There's a certain type of it's a silicon image chip, which is the SI 112. It
Yes.
also needs to support 5 volts ideally on its own because that'll work in an old 8600 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If it's a
Yeah.
3.3 volt, then you need to install like a voltage regulator or whatever thing, right? Joe knows. And then basically, then you need to get a ROM onto it that actually supports Mac OS. And the ROM actually supports he was running 8.6, I think it'd be 8.1 even, and it's incredibly fast. I mean, it's
Wow.
comically fast. And it just worked. I told him, it's like, just throw everything you have in it. He had like 4 or 5 partitions of different OSs and installs and just work. Using like a 32 gigabyte, it's cheapo, a 32 gigabyte MSATA, an adapter and stuff, and then you put a faster one in. It was incredible. It was super incredible. But I think it's a really good solution for any sort of anything from 7500 to 9600, maybe even a G3, right? If you wanted to go that way, but G3 of course has IDE.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Gotta benchmark
I
that.
saw all the posts and everything, and I was putting together pieces in my feeble brain, and I'm very glad that he had some success with that. Because that was something to bang your head against the wall for sure.
Hey, Steve, I dropped the link to that Tinker Different article.
I founded it because Kai stickied it, so I wasn't. All I had to do was go type.
Dude,
Oh, there's the thing.
It's crazy. It's just
That's really cool. Yeah, check that out in the chat, guys. It's really neat.
There's gonna be a run on those cards too now. I can imagine if anyone can actually find one. That's the tricky thing, finding the right the card. That
Yeah,
actually
I need like
works
to
by
buy
default.
like a billion of them now.
you just figure out which wire is the right voltage on the board, and you just
Stick your tongue to it.
You fix it. It's fine.
Or you figure out the reference designs at the board, and then figure out where you can buy the chip for. Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
This is right after the SCSI chip and my 7300 decided to take a crap. So I'm like,
Oh, Joe.
perfect.
Hey, Joe. I have a 9500 board. I'm not sure if it's the same SCSI chip, but you're super welcome to the board. I don't need it. The whole board.
Oh no, what happened to the board?
Nothing. It's perfect.
Oh
I
well,
just don't need it.
I
I
actually
bought a parts lot, and yeah.
I was just going to say I have some boards that Vintage Hillbilly Shack sent me that are rusty. But if the SCSI chip looks good, you're welcome to have it.
Well, I already ordered the
That's
SCSI
probably better than my perfect board.
source, so it's inbound. So.
It's better than the perfect board. With all these questionable things that this field bound board has had to have done over the last 20 years: rain, snow, sleet, thunderstorms,
Steve,
cows
hold on.
pooping on it.
Who has a better story than Brand? Brand the Broken. It may not be the right answer, but it is an answer. And we're done. We're done.
With all the problems that Exodium had on that 9600, I have half a mind to think that the SCSI chip on those boards is just crap. Like, it just doesn't support.
How dare you? Complain
How dare
about
you,
a
sir.
PowerPC machine. How dare you? How dare you? You're a newcomer to this Macintosh stuff, Joe.
And stuff goes. iMac
Yeah.
works great.
Yeah, you're a newcomer, sir. You didn't slave through the 68K days and we only have 33 megahertz, but it's a 16-bit data bus, and I want to run Doom, but I don't have enough VRAM. And
Well, I got my first computer in 1996, so I bypassed all of that crap.
there you go again, calling it crap.
I know what it is. I know what you all had.
Pain and suffering. Yes. That's, oh,
Yeah.
I mentioned this
burden of all this
briefly.
ownership.
I mentioned this briefly at the end of MacDeck, but I think this is hilarious because there's a thrift store I go to. We go to the shore every year as like a family trip, and there's a few thrift stores there.
Yeah.
And there's this box that was there last year that says 56K modem. And I'm like,
You bought it?
That's a
Seriously?
dainty little box. And it was last year it was there, and I opened up the box, and it was just a hard drive. And I'm like, oh, that's I'm not
It's a modem.
spending
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not spending $10 on a random hard drive. But it was there when I went back, and I'm like, okay, this will make for an interesting video, maybe. And that's, where I spend the money for stupid things, the thought process that goes on in my head. And so I go to the cashier, and I'm like, so there's this box. It's supposed to be one thing, but it's not. And she opens it, she's like, $2? I'm like, sold.
The price is right.
So now we have to find out what's on this, if it even works, this IDE enhanced 10 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar. And there's a bunch of driver CDs for
Only the
random
best. Circa
crap.
1998. 99? Maybe?
Dana, I'm sorry. I will. This is going grayer more than this is. So my apologies for making you upset.
Cankerousness.
Just look up me in the dictionary complaining. That's me. It's like when I went to Target and because Target had at least they had a price matching policy a few years ago, and there was a wireless mouse, a Logitech one that they had actually in the store, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get that because I'm going to treat myself to a mouse. But Amazon
Treat
had
yourself to a wireless Walmart.
exactly. So there was a price that Amazon had, which was 50 cents cheaper than the Target price. So I I brought the mouse to the counter and I did the price check, and the guys give me the side eye the entire time. And then I had to show him on my phone where I saw it. He's like, "Well, that's not shipped and sold by Amazon. I'm like, well, actually, it is. And we went through this whole thing for like 15 minutes, and at the end, like his manager just walks over. It's like, what's going on? It's like, well, he's trying to
This
price
poor
match
man.
this, and he looks at the price and he's like, it's 50 cents. I think we can give him the discount.
That's
Me,
funny.
meanwhile,
goodness.
my wife was already in the car because she didn't want to be seen with me at that point.
So you're
Ooh,
that
thank you.
guy. I get it. You're that.
I am that guy. Yes.
Right.
You don't get a bunch of Macs in your basement by being frivolous with money.
Hey man,
What'd you do for this too?
that 50 cents goes a long way. You never know. You never know whatever other deal you're going to find somewhere else.
Exactly.
That is absolutely true.
Oh man. So what's in this box? Let's see.
You see, it works for Joe. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that's what this is. Tom will love this.
Don't worry, Steve. I got the heat turned down on this.
I am just, you know
Blast it
what
with
you're
more
doing.
heat.
Mr. Capacitors.
Hey, I'm a professional. Okay. hold on. Doesn't
I'm a
look like
professional. Hold my beer. So, Joe, you were regaling me with the horrors of USB drivers with this programmer.
Yes.
Do I have to worry about that if I get up and turn my PC on and then sit down and remote desktop to it?
Not really.
All right, so I'm gonna
No, I mean,
hold, please.
you can remote desktop to it. That's fine. You just do it remotely.
These scuzzy enclosures are preventing me from sitting on my PC desk chair. So they'll hobble over here.
Dana, that also looked like a bag of googly eyes. No,
That's a bag.
it's capacitors.
Capacitors.
Yes. So, Tom, who recent acquirer of an Apple III, like this one back here, was like, no, Console 5 doesn't make an Apple III cap kit for the power supply. And like, hold my beer. And so
I
this-
will probably
Just
need
expecting
the
at least
same
8
kit.
of these per year.
so I've got enough to make, I don't know, 20 kits, something or something like that.
I
So-
will, if mine is the correct model of the power supply, I will totally get one from you, Joe.
Yes, I've only figured out one supply so far.
Well,
Because that's the one I
we'll,
can get. Inventory.
we'll see. We'll see if mine is any different. I have to dig. I don't know where mine is.
Ooh.
Dig it out. Hold on, I'm getting a cell phone call from Tom. Yes, Tom?
Oh goodness!
He's sending me some googly eyes.
Quick, full screen.
Look at this lovely thing.
Here's the
See,
model.
I saved the 50 cents and I bought this for $2. So there you go.
Is that Motorola?
It's a beautiful Motorola branded by Cellular One.
Oh, Selly one, of course.
And of course, look at this lovely charging mechanism. You just,
Oh,
oh yeah. That's,
Nice.
I mean, that'll hurt somebody. That's pretty hefty. I mean, this is like a brick.
They were trying to make the mobile phones just like the old Bell phones that were like 50 pounds and you smack somebody with it.
Hold on, I can't hear you through the ear cancer I'm getting while I'm holding this to my head.
I put the power supply model there in the chat there. So.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna get up and plug the USB thing into the PC, and hopefully it doesn't explode.
And he leaves the stream because his power. What was I doing? I freaking forget. I can't remember. I'm on a
Ooh,
stream.
lights are blinking.
Blinky.
Blinky
Blinky
lights.
lights.
Very good.
It's okay because if anything goes wrong, I'll just blame Tom.
These
You
are
know.
thousands.
Love you, Tom.
Look at that drive shoehorned in there
Those
With-
are 10 ups. 10 ups.
with glue, no less, right?
Up.
That's good.
Wow.
It's not in the list. Did I just order $100 worth of the wrong capacitor? Probably.
Jeez.
We've all been there, Joe.
It's for a different project. Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Seriously?
No, those are rare capacitors. You can make a profit on those.
Completely wrong. Completely wrong part. Great. Awesome.
No, those are rare. Maybe that's why Mauser isn't DigiKey isn't returning your calls.
I don't know how they're wrong freaking part. DigiKey part number.
You know what'll make you feel better, Joe?
Here we go.
Pop Tarts. And Mountain
How is that? The anger level is extremely high with me right now. Okay.
But you know what'll make you feel better?
Selling this entire package on eBay as a lot.
Well, that, or helping me flash the thingy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Gee.
No, I'm just being a jerk.
No, not
How
really.
much more help do you need?
Steve's so nice.
I need so much help mentally and physically. This is just not
You
not
can
the
do
time or
it.
place.
Go for it.
All right, I downloaded the thing. Ooh, flashwin.bat. That sounds exciting.
Install it.
Open. Run as administrator. Why not?
Yes. You have to, or it won't work.
Windows Defender Smart Cream. Oh, shut the heck up.
Nah, that's
Windows
good.
Defender.
What do they know?
What do you know, Windows Defender? Defend this. I'm
You
gonna
don't know
shut
what
you
my
down.
goal is. No matter how many
Wow, 2 sets of
lives I
doesn't
destroy,
work.
and
That's weird. Yeah, so you'll run the app. You'll see options 1 and 2. You want to select option 2.
How do I turn this stupid thing off? Oh, Windows, you pile of window.
How did I get that wrong? Because I ordered from freaking DigiKey instead of Mauser. I never ordered from
I
DigiKey.
hate.
That's why.
I smell a sponsorship deal.
Oh,
No, wait, that's the firewall. No, wait, how do I?
you try. What's it saying on the screen, Steve?
I'm trying to turn off Windows Defender as a thingamajig.
It pops up and says, "You can't run this." Blah 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 blah. And there's a "Don't run" in the lower right corner.
Yeah.
So
There's
Garth,
an option in the lower
here's
left
the
corner that's
here's
more
the
information.
LCD screen of
You can
what I
click that
use
and
on
hit
this thing.
OK.
Oh, it's a hidden option. Microsoft, you
That's
son of a.
incredibly thin.
More
Do you attach
info.
it
Run
with
anyway.
glue?
Yeah, you have to remember Windows users are
Incredible.
freaking morons, and so Windows is designed to keep them from breaking their computer.
System cannot find the specified paths. Choice? Question mark. What the heck is this?
Can't find the specified path.
The
So,
system cannot find the specified
You
path.
unzip the
Choice?
entirety of the zip.
You need me to make you big, Steve?
No, I'm just an idiot.
All of the zip has to be all in one folder.
Look at
Let's
this
see,
horrible
downloads.
focus. Wow,
Folder
that's terrible.
Yeah, I unzipped it.
All right,
Okay.
I'll make this better.
I'm gonna try it again.
Did you extract the entire contents of the folder to one folder? And so
Mhm.
in there is the flasher, the bash file. Is there
Mhm.
also a util file, a util folder in there?
Mm-hmm.
You
Wow.
ran that in, it said path can't be found.
Well, I ran the bat file. I didn't go into the utils folder.
Oh, you're supposed, yeah, the bash file is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, so if it's let me edit the bat file. So it's looking for it's looking for all the things. And if I open up the utils folder, flash bootfuzzy firmware.usb.bat, USB bootloader. Yeah, all the stuff is here. Interesting.
Can we see
Oh, Windows. Yeah, hold please.
I want to see this error message.
It's like the most nonsensical, like non-helpful message
Of
ever.
course it is.
Like,
This is freaking
true-
Windows.
True to form Windows here. That's
At
what
least on
this
Mac
is.
OS. Okay, so at least on Mac OS, with the exception of the old classic OS, when it would say error -3, and you're like, what the? Yeah, Windows is just like, I broke. How broke?
Okay, someone make me full big guy.
Right.
Sorry.
Delicious diet.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, so it's unzipped. I drew that myself. That's when I was smart. So I go to run as administrator. Yes. I go choice question mark. I want to make it bigger.
No, you're fine. Just go ahead and close it.
Okay.
Run it again, but not as the administrator.
Huh? Joe, you lied to me.
Well, because I'm dumb. I didn't lie. I made
You asked too much. Too much.
different. So you want to hit option 2. And it'll tell you what to do. You want to move boot 0 to the jumper, which is the upper one. You didn't do it.
Oh, move boot 0
So
to.
just escape out of it and go back to the main menu.
But
It won't work.
okay. Okay.
You already broke it. It won't work.
All right, hold on. I think I get off my butt here. 2. Okay.
Now see what it shows you on the screen? Read that, and then do that.
The jumper furthest from the reset button on the blue. Okay. Hold, please.
It's
Ow!
relativity. You got to use relativity for that.
Furthest away.
Relative to the furthest.
Okay.
You're like,
Connect it. Do I have to unplug it and plug it back in? Or
I would
just-
unplug it and plug it back in from the ST link, yes. Because then that'll reset it. Put it in the right mode.
Okie dokie. Now I'm pressing the any key.
LibUSB error not supported. So now we have to, that gives us an error message that we can do something with. Stand by. We need to go.
You said Windows would be easier, Joe.
It is.
You lie. Yeah, Joe, it's supposed to be.
That was easy.
Wow.
There, deal with that.
I'm glad the people in the chat are finding this entertaining. Our suffering is your entertainment.
You may need to tell Windows to use the correct driver by using Zadig and switching the Maple device to libusb-win32.
And what did I ask you before I booted up my Windows machine, Joe?
What?
I asked you if this would involve any driver shenanigans. And you said no.
No, you remoted it.
That's fine.
No. I said it will not require you to get up and go over to the computer to do it. With the exception of the jumper. The jumper's still going to be the jumper. I can't do anything about the jumper unless you have one of Farnsworth's thing longers and you can reach all the way over there.
Oh.
Private chat,
So-
gotta go there and do the thing.
So we're doing some hot driver install action here. Is this age appropriate? I don't want to give Dave a heart attack.
You're fine. Yeah, block, you're fine.
Oh, hot Windows action. Soothing action. Made easy. We'll see how easy it is because I'm an idiot.
Eric said the open source library for this is crap per Eric H.
Oh, that's great.
Why are you flashing this on a PC? What would Jay say? Good Lord.
Jay would be having a heart attack right now, but that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You're
He's not-
giving administrative access to all these.
Hey, it's my gaming PC. I wipe it once a year. I don't care what happens to it.
He's a closet PC user now, Jay. For his job. He's in a tiny
All
little
right,
closet.
so
And we just got to figure out the current driver and WinUSB. So switch that to libUSB Win32 in that field. Yep.
whoops.
That
Oh,
one?
Win32.
Yep. Hit install driver.
Do the thing.
The thing.
Maybe.
I don't think it likes me.
There it goes.
Oh, it's. I'm sorry. A Core i5 processor isn't fast enough to install a driver, apparently.
And blue screen.
Why is my PC on fire? Joe! I put googly eyes on it, but it's still on fire.
Every time somebody mentions their computer being on fire, it reminds me of the old Linux print daemon error message, where if the printer reported a problem back to the kernel that the kernel didn't know what it was, it would print to the console, "Help! The printer is on fire!" to make you and look and see what the problem was.
Ooh, success.
Great.
Do I have
Now-
to get off my butt and unplug it again?
No,
Yes.
no. Just close that. Relaunch it. 2. Enter.
Wow. What is your PC running?
Oh,
What is that thing in the corner about malware bites?
Windows
Anyway?
can't do it. F everybody.
So you know when I keep saying on my live streams that I would have been a great QA tester because this stuff has just like attracted me like a freaking magnet. This is an example of that. Oh look, it's still there,
Close that.
but it's still working.
It's Steve.
Unplug the ST-Link and plug it back in.
The walk 2 feet over, you know.
We're secretly just getting Steve to do his exercises.
Hey, I can still hear. My wife has been talking to you, hasn't she?
I heard that. I said it loud.
Joe, who gave you permission to talk into my soul?
I
know,
hear you, Joe.
I don't need permission.
I'm gonna do it again and see if it blows up. Nope.
So use
Steve.
Oh, wait,
Steve,
Joe.
I know what the problem is.
You turn
Instead
off
of using the thingamabob, you're supposed to use the thingamaboob.
I can't do that on your stream. We get a content strike.
If I close that, run the Zadig thing again.
Now we have to remember where I. What the heck is? Oh, what?
That's okay.
That's. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because apparently, a task view. Oh, this is like everything I ever had open on my system. No, Windows. I would never want to look at that. Go away.
I turned that off.
Yeah, well, I'm
Reboot.
too stupid to know these things.
My
so.
Windows taskbar.
Reboot.
Start
Run your
menu.
updates.
Thousands of programs. Clock.
Clock.
Because we don't need that running in the background, constantly talking Microsoft servers and asking him, "What's the temperature like today?"
Look at that nice clear 3D screen. Ooh.
Ooh, good job.
Wow.
See, you actually
Wow,
were productive while we were flailing about here.
Hey, it took a lot to get this thing out of here. Let me tell you.
I could tell.
Next time, only use glue on the corners, and you won't have to worry about all that work.
Okay, I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Let me share the thingy again. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, that's what happens when you use double-sided tape and hot glue and Velcro. Not a good combination. So yeah.
All right, Dave. I'm ready to be big now on the screen.
Okay. There you go. You're big.
Now, is the STM plugged in? It needs to be plugged in.
It is, but it's not showing up.
And that is admin.
Oh, I did.
Dude, look at that.
Unplug and replug it while the program.
You have a shortcut with Microsoft Edge on your desktop? Interesting.
Yeah, I used to have to test websites on all these different stupid browsers.
People actually.
I'm no longer employed by that company, so I can uninstall it.
Yeah.
Awesome. You made it worse. How do you feel, Joe?
Working.
Great. Go into your device manager for me.
Poor Joe. Joe's like, I can work you through this.
I do this for a living, and now I'm doing it on the
I know, you're right.
stream.
Wait, no.
Like
I
start
pressed the wrong
Did
program.
you turn it off and back on again?
device.
Windows R device manager.
I don't know how to do the thing.
Or devmgmdt.msc.
I'm using a Mac keyboard. If I press the command key, the whole thing explodes.
Okay. Go to serial ports.
The
How many?
Gotta lower it to 9600 baud.
no, go to serial ports. Oh, you don't have to.
Go to libUSB Win32 device.
Oh boy.
Click that. Uninstall device. Check mark. Delete the driver. You did. Tell you to click. I didn't tell you to click it yet.
Simon didn't say.
But now you've also closed the device manager, which means you got to reopen it because now you got to scan for devices again, or else you got to get up and go unplug it and plug it back in. Right?
I'm not moving my butt.
Oh, that darn device manager.
Right click.
Tell you.
Right click anywhere in there.
That's all.
Scan for hardware changes. Now, do it again, except this one, tell it to delete the driver.
We're learning today.
Learning is fun.
Again. Scan for hardware again.
Can be anyway.
Close that. Scan for hardware again, so it'll pick
I'm
it up.
trying to do the thing, but I click and it don't like go. There, wait. Is this like Minesweeper? Like I have to click in the right spot?
Click in the bottom there. Yeah, there.
Yeah, it's not happy.
Action. Go to the action menu.
F5.
Action.
And hardware.
Oh, that's easier. You just like to see
There
me
you go.
fail.
Now, nope. Minimize the device manager, but leave it open in case we have to get back into it. Go back to Zagadig.
Zagazguzga.
Now use the WinUSB driver.
This guy?
Yeah, just click install driver.
Da, 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 da.
Copyright strike. Mark Goodson television production.
It's Dave's channel. It's okay. He has that long screwdriver and he'll keep the people at bay.
I was
Wow,
going to
that's
say, he
good.
was not monetized anyway.
I applaud your cadence.
Garth is just here to make sure that we don't go kill each other after this with insanity of Windows drivers.
We need Mike here with his eye hammer. There we go.
Oh, you'll get demonetized real quick with his his nonsense.
Yay. Good. Hit close.
Okay.
Close
Put
that.
on clothes? What?
Go back to the device manager and see if it installed it. It's already on your taskbar.
I'm too dumb.
Close it.
We've been over this, Joe. I'm dumb.
Gosh.
All right.
I like how
Ports.
for a second,
Ports.
under
Ports.
the action menu,
Ports.
the only option was help.
Ports. Ports. COM-port, COM1. Great. Close that crap.
That's your mouse.
Go back. Close that too, because you opened it too many times.
Leave me alone.
Now run the batch file again.
Wow.
Enter.
Ooh, it's working.
Maybe.
Well, at least it didn't crash this time.
Oh, ready to flash.
You got the jumper set right?
Unable to connect to the target.
OpenC OCD emulation failed.
Well, that's not one of the listed fixes things that can be fixed on the FAQ, so I have no idea at this point.
You did it, Steve. You broke Joe.
Every single time that Eric gives me instructions for something, I break it further. So I apologize to the whole Blue Sky team.
So just making sure that the jumper farthest away from the reset button is moved over closer to the USB.
And if you recently changed it, you do need to repower the whole device and everything. You need to repower like that.
All right, the jumper.
Like that.
There's a jumper.
It's always a turn it off and on again somewhere in there.
Wait.
Yes.
What?
See that?
Wait.
What
What?
you need? Oh, okay.
What?
Hold on.
Wait, did I do that wrong? Oh.
If it's been because
Seriously?
you did the wrong one the entire time, I will laugh my ass off.
Well, the Okay, so in my defense, okay,
Oh, really?
there were no pictures when I was assembling this a few hours
There's a
ago.
reset button. It says furthest from the reset button, Steve. It's a reset button. It's right there.
I removed it. I removed the jumper because I thought
No, it says
that's
move,
what I was,
not remove.
well, I can't read.
Oh, I can't read. I write documentation for a living.
Oh,
Hey,
bloody hell.
it's Saturday.
How is this not focusing? What is this focusing on and not focusing on that picture?
It's
There.
focusing
There
on
you
the
go.
awesome
There it's
fruit light in the
focusing.
background.
Wait, I had it right.
Okay.
After I just moved it without being on camera.
I retract my previous insult. Okay, make me
No.
not read anymore.
Downsize
Go on,
me.
My hair
Joe.
is a mess.
There you go.
Joe.
Joe.
Now start the whole process.
Oh,
over.
it's doing the thing.
Did you get a progress bar?
Verify started. Verify OK. Resetting target. Check if successful.
Yep, it worked. So now
It worked.
you need to move that jumper back.
Okay.
And disconnect the blue
Yeah,
SCSI
worked.
from the ST link exactly as it says.
Okay.
But before you get up and move back,
These are too many instructions. I can't remember all of them.
okay. So put the jumper back.
Okay.
Unplug
So
it.
they're.
Just let me
I'm
know
just
when
saying.
you
So the jumpers are piggybacking each other in the same position. They're next to the 0.
unplug the blue SCSI
Yeah.
from the ST link cable.
Yeah.
Cool. Got it. Now
Yeah.
take the other jumper and move it. The jumper closest to the reset pin.
Wait. You told me to put the jumper back.
I know that was the jumper farthest from the reset pin. Now you
Okay.
need to move the jumper closest to the reset pin.
Okay. Okay.
You get it?
I can see why the USB flashing is going to be much easier.
Yes. Well, that's good. You just plug it in and go, and it just goes.
I do not envy you or your blue SCSI compatriots at this point in time.
Oh, dude, yeah. This is just what we do. We're like
So
click,
now,
click, flash, repeat.
I press
Under
enter
time.
again.
What's that?
So now I press enter again.
Yes, you press enter once on the screen.
I pressed it.
It didn't take it.
It's a PC after all.
Press it again.
I just did.
When you select inside a command window, it
Oh.
pauses the command window.
Oh. Invalid default.
Because it took 2 enters. So just hit enter again. Actually, wait, don't. You're fine. You're good.
Oh my God.
Now plug it into the Windows PC with a USB cable. It should automatically detect it and just go right through.
You assume I have cables just lying around my house?
And USB ones, no less.
Working
You're
USB
a Mac
ones?
guy. You only have like
USB
20
2
different
or
kinds of
3?
light connectors. That's right.
All I have is like 1,000 serial cables in the Mac kind. You can make me unbig now. Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay.
What is it? A mini USB?
Yeah, let's see. Get up off my butt here. So I'm on.
Like one of those.
The blue light was flashing. Should I have unplugged it while it was flashing?
That doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. All right, so I have the
Leave,
USB.
everyone.
Oh.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
I will see you all.
All right, bye, Garth. Thank you.
See you, Joe.
Bye.
See you, Steve.
Bye.
He's like, now this is a peaceful time for me to get the hell out of here before these loonies continue. Of course. Okay, this is Tom's fault now. So he sent me the 3D printed one that was chewed on by a dog, and this thing is up and curved, and so my fat old USB thingy can't fit there.
So you have to unscrew it.
I don't want to have to do things.
Can you clip it? Clip that opening a little bit there?
Steve has just stated the existential statement of every American adult since the beginning of time. I don't want to do things.
Oh.
Yeah, tell that to me at about 1 p.m. today when I took a nap for 3 hours.
Well, I took a nap today too. It's going to be really tough going back to work. You're just taking random naps all day.
PO acknowledgement for DigiKey sales order. Great, awesome.
I apologize to anybody who's been watching this nonsensical crap for the past 25 minutes.
Ooh! I have to go look at something. Stand by.
Is he going to the bathroom? Or what's going
I know. Sounded
So, Dave,
painful.
what's the replacement thing that you're putting on that screen right now?
It's just a piece of styrene plastic.
Okay.
That's what I took off of it. But this is what was on there before.
Mhm.
And like I said, I tried to make an anti-glare screen.
Mailbox.
and this is the side that I applied the stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
So,
And so I put that on the inside, thinking, well, on the outside when I put it back in. Well, like I said, it worked great, but you got to be looking right straight diode on it. And
Yeah.
so it was fine before. You could look at it at any angle. So what I'm doing is I'm masking it off here, and I'm going to do some spray painting real quick here. And that's how I put the mask on it, by spray painting
Excellent.
it. It doesn't hurt plastic. It's the Krylon one's for plastic, so it doesn't eat it up.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's see if
that's
this
what I'm
USB cable works. Because it's in the questionable drawer.
doing. Uh-oh.
Don't worry, if it doesn't work, we can just
rather
yell at Joe.
backwards and fried.
All right, hold on to your butts.
Joe makes sounds.
It's lighting up.
Ooh.
And it's just blink, 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 blink. That means it's waiting for a USB command. So
Oh, cannot open DFU device. Lib USB error not supported.
okay.
Invalid signature thingamajig.
So stand by. Now you have to go back to the other driver with Zydig again. The upside is that now you can, because you did the first part, you can skip to the second part, if that makes
Oh, it
sense.
says maple now. Now it's maple flavored.
Maple flavored cat treats, yes.
My fave. There you go.
So yeah, go ahead and switch that to the libubs.
This one?
Yep.
This is more confusing.
You want to
than I
just
thought it would
did you close the black screen thing?
You told me to.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you did.
Or you didn't tell me to. I'm just going to blame it on you anyway.
That's fine. You can blame me as much as you want. That doesn't make anything real.
It makes me feel better inside, Joe.
Okay.
Tom's going to like come and watch this stream like in a few hours and go, what the hell did I unleash upon this one? You should add into your description of the video, Dave. You say "idiot tries to flash blue SCSI," and that you might get some extra
New Jersey
views.
man.
New Jersey moron tries to flash blue SCSI.
Cool. Now
That's why I'll send mine to Joe, because I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those programmers, and
Now-
he's an expert on it. So
hey, all of us blue SCSI sellers, we do we will do your reflash to the USB version for you for the cost of shipping. So if you go to my website and you click the button, flashing thingy, you can
And see,
Flashy
this
thingy.
is
All right.
just a testament to why you should just do that, because
yes.
they smart people, me dumb. That's
Yeah, we went through all the trouble in the process of setting up our tool chain, so now we're just like next win, and it works.
yeah.
Go ahead and run your flash win again.
Okay.
The black box, yes.
The black box.
This time you can hit 1 because you already did.
Uno.
So is the thing plugged in?
What?
Is the USB thing still plugged in?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with your computer? Your computer is utter butt.
Maybe it
I've
didn't
never
flash
seen
correctly.
anything like this before in my life.
Maybe it didn't flash correctly.
You don't have the ST link still plugged in, do you?
No, I put it up my nose instead.
Okay, good. Okay. Why?
Should I try flashing with the ST link again?
No, because that won't fix it.
So now we're getting into that territory where you said it was very dangerous and time consuming.
Waiting for device. Exit with Control C. Run the device manager for me again. Windows R device space manager. Enter.
I'm remote desktoping, so I can't do the
right
Windows.
click. Okay, yeah, that'll work too. Libwin USB 32 devices. Click that. Click that. Uninstall and delete.
I'm gonna hit no.
Hit no. Just unplug it from the computer and plug it back in. Leave device manager open.
Ooh,
So
pretty tough.
the remote desktop. Great. Run Zadig again. I don't know. It stands for something. I don't know what it means. ZA dig. I don't know.
Look at all the ones I have.
Just try use Win USB for me again.
This guy?
Yep, sure. Why the hell not?
Why not? It's not my blue SCSI.
I mean, that's the one I use, and it works for me.
But your computer is in poo.
This is true.
My PC has the unfortunate nature of being used by a Mac head. So
Aha! I'm actually plugging a blue pill into my computer now to figure out which driver I'm using. Why won't you do? Work occur, make it happen.
sorry, Dave.
So
Sorry.
good. You big?
Hey, no, why don't no? You do thing to make you stream too.
Oh, I'm on here. It's okay.
Oh,
We want
God.
to see you succeed.
You know what? It says driver installation success, but I'm pretty sure it's just mocking me at this point.
Okay, close that window. Well, you have that window selected, so just hit enter in that window.
This guy right here.
Yes.
I have to hit it again, right?
Sure, but it won't do anything.
Look at that.
Close that. Run it again.
That's like the Windows mantra. Close that. Run it again. One. It do the thing.
You do the thing.
You're updated.
Happy scuzzying.
That's it. From now on that
Scuzzy.
blue SCSI, all you have to do is use option 1.
Ooh.
Never have to do anything else again.
So I can leave the jumpers as they are.
Well, no. You have to put the jumper back over.
See, you said that's all you had to do, and I was just
stop.
testing you.
Just stop it.
All right. Dave, you can
Hi,
remove my
name
screen
is
forever.
Steve. Middle name, pedantic.
Middle name, idiot. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Joe.
Anytime,
problem.
Steve.
No problem.
I expect to see your very large bill coming in the mail. Or you can switch back to our smiling faces there, Dave.
Okay, doke. All right, let's get out of that one there.
There we go. Thank you,
There we
Joe.
All right, Joe figured it out. Awesome.
So will this make my blue SCSI go through time, right?
I don't know. What speed was it? What do you know what firmware it was before?
Absolutely not.
How old is it?
Tom just told me it was old.
Okay. It'll probably be 10 to 15% faster.
But it's a 1.1-A. It was the first time I assembled one of these, but I did take pictures during the process. So,
What are you going up there?
meow,
There-
Come on, buddy.
meow,
Is that what?
meow,
Oh, this
I
is,
hear no Dave whatsoever.
Meow.
Betty Cat.
Oh, hi, Cat.
aw,
She is a Burmese blue, short hair,
aw.
and she
Time
came
for
with the
me.
house. So yeah,
She came with the house.
she did.
That's awesome. Free cat.
She comes inside the house, but she's more of a outdoor cat. But all the rest of them
Yeah.
are all the rest of the
But-
cats are strictly indoor. But yeah.
But she knows where the food is, so.
Oh yeah. So do the raccoons too. I feed them at night. I have their bowls outside. So
Oh God. Yeah, you don't want to mix those two up.
no, they come in here once in a while too, because a lot of times, like in the summer, it's hot in here, so she likes to be outside.
hmm
And so, of course, when the raccoons finish with their food, they come in here and eat hers. And once in a while, I'll find things rearranged in here.
Oh boy. Well, they're trying to learn how to solder. So.
Yes, yeah. They haven't figured out how to turn on yet, so that's good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they won't leave the soldering iron on for like 8 hours like I did one night. I was like, well, that was a good stream. I'm going to bed. I wake up, go downstairs. I'm like, what's glowing in the corner? Oh, that's the display of the soldering iron you didn't turn off, you idiot.
Oh,
At
boy.
least it wasn't glowing orange.
No,
Yeah.
no. My goodness. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, that would have not been good.
So now I have no excuse to put a beige Mac on my desk. Thank you, Jeff. Joe's like, I've had it with this jerk. I'm not talking to him.
I'm along for the ride, man.
I greatly appreciate your help because there is no way that I would have been able to figure that out on my own. And now this will be a very popular video, Dave, because if anybody else gets confused, they'll just follow my weird steps.
Oh, there you go. I'll have to add that to the details here. Yeah.
Idiot succeeds, flashing blue scuzzy.
Yes.
If Steve can do it, anybody can do it.
Yes, please. Oh.
Okay,
See, now
so
I could attach this to these screws here on this piece of wood, and now it's a scuzzy longer.
Scuzzy longer. So what software are you running on that, Steve? What version?
I don't have anything on there just yet. I was just using an SD card to fit in a little slot here to make sure I soldered it correctly. But the plan is, I know the 6100 is a machine that a lot of people hate, but I'm thinking because it's relatively thin, I want to put it here. I'll show you my desk here because it's very cluttered. But so I have the Mac Studio here with a box on top of it. That's where the webcam sits because I don't have an arm. I'm going to put the 6100 here and have the screen on top of that because it's a fairly low profile machine.
Oh.
And the idea is that I could image floppies and disks and stuff without going downstairs. But we'll see how that actually lives up in reality.
Yeah. In theory, that sounds good. Yeah.
In theory, it does until the power supply dies. Then I'm like, why did I bring this up here? You know, I need the HDI 45, the DB15, the VGA to whatever the heck that this monitor has.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing scrolling. I was listening to doom scrolling.
Well, I have mine already right here. So
Ooh,
there, male or female, take your pick. Yeah.
they both taste delicious.
Yeah.
Just put the metal in your mouth and just keep chewing.
Yeah, these are the DB9 because this is what's going to be going on
Hey.
Mac Plus. So
Steve, you know what the first thing they tell you in electrical engineering school, right? Never lick the metal bits.
Well, I failed that test.
Oh, okay.
or urinate close to a power box. That's the other one I tell you. Yeah.
Caution, 750 volts.
Zappity zap zap.
It will make you do the happy dance and then some, right?
Why does my heart feel funny? Oh wait, I'm dead. Oh. No, Starbucks Tech. If I go and get a beige Mac now, it's going to be like me going through my basement, like, you know, a shopping spree. Ooh, which Mac do I bring down from the shelf? Ooh, does this have a working power supply? No, it doesn't. And then, you know, 8 hours later.
So give me just about 3 minutes, sir. I'll be right back. I'm going to paint this out here, and I'll be right back. Okay, hang on.
Oh, you shouldn't trust the both of us for 3 minutes. Case in point, Joe. Metal is delicious. Your dentist must love you.
Hey, you can't lick the metal bits. I know things.
I have to do some painting, buddy.
Hold on, Joe. I need to call some people.
Yeah, can I get a welfare check? No, we're in Ohio. Yeah,
He keeps eating tin cans. I think he thinks he's some sort of goat from a cartoon or something.
did it.
I think his garage door needs some oil.
Reefa.
Reefa O's. They're magically smoke-tastic.
Don't smoke the reefa.
Don't say that, because then Ron's gonna like make up a catchy music video, and we're all gonna have to star in it.
That's the thing we do for K-Fast, is we make random music videos.
I enjoy the cringy music videos.
Don't fear ant. Dead ant. There we go.
Did you hurt the ant?
The ant shouldn't be inside my house.
I've had like 3 lightning bugs inside my house. I'm trying to find out like where they're coming from.
Well, see, here's the thing. I have to be a little bit judicious with the ants in this part of my shop, because this is where I eat things. And they find things that I've eaten. And then before I know it, I've got a column of ants from here to there that is 4 miles wide. And then I have to put down the spray.
Oh.
So I have to watch for the ants.
So
Yep. They can rain free.
I found that there was a crumb of something under my keyboard, and I saw one ant, and I'm like, oh, there's just one ant. And then exactly what you said, there was like a trail of them. I'm like, where the hell are all these guys coming from? Fun times.
Shh! Don't anybody say anything. Don't fear the reefa.
Okay.
Under the center of the
I'm
rain.
back.
Don't fear the reefa.
He's back.
I'm
He's
back.
alive.
Hello, Dave.
Letting it dry outside here real quick. So yeah.
Breathe
Yeah.
deeply.
Yeah. So now once that dries, then I can put it all back together. It goes together a lot faster than it comes apart, I'll tell you that. So
It's usually the opposite.
yeah.
Unless you go to that live stream where I'm trying to open that
Are
Mac
we ever going
plastic.
to fix anything, Retro Techie?
No, we're not. Never.
Why do I look like I'm dead? Like, what is with the lighting in here?
I mean, you don't. I think you're moving.
There. Warmer light.
Now you have a halo.
Why is my head hot?
Why is my hair on fire?
Why does the tall man have a shiny head?
Sorry, yeah, right.
That's a Star Trek reference.
There was a tweet on Twitter, and it was off of one of the Star Trek movies where Dr. McCoy. I think it was when they went to go back to save the whales in that one episode.
Yeah.
And so Bones,
The whole
he's in
movie,
a
not an
hospital,
episode.
and he sees all these patients in the waiting room. He goes, "My God, are we in the Dark Ages?" And I replied, I said, "Yes, we are, but add a couple hundred years, things will be all good. Ask Mr. Spock." You know.
I just hope my head in a jar will be around for future generations to learn how to not solder things.
Yes, front row.
Oh, retro.
Joe's head in a jar will be right next to my head in a jar.
And I'll be like,
Can anybody move me away from Steve? Anybody want to switch places here?
head in the jar.
He keeps talking about 68K Max and batteries.
Minor internet celebrity Joe Strohsnyder.
Even more minor internet celebrity back anymore.
Oh, stop it! You have more subscribers than I do.
It's just a number.
It's just
Yes, Starbuck Tech, the voyage home. Yes, that was it. Yep.
I also get a lot more horrible spam messages.
Yeah, I get a lot of them too, Steve, and I just delete them and remove them. So
Yeah, I do that too.
they're like
hide
they're like
user
X-rated.
from channel.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, there's a
Those spam bots. There you go.
Yeah.
There's
There was one guy who was trolling. He went around and trolled a lot of people. He likes to go onto all the tech channels and troll them. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, and I just hit it from the channel.
yeah.
You can never comment on any video I ever make again for the rest of time.
Until YouTube goes,
I'm taunting this guy right now because if he's watching this, screw you.
hi!
Yeah,
Uh,
they're out there, unfortunately. Ooh, 3D. There you go.
I don't even. I was gonna do something today. I don't remember what it is.
What's the thing?
What thing? What?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That's the problem. I don't remember.
I know what it was, Joe.
What?
Hold on. That was it.
You should have done that with my blue SCSI and made it work.
Well, see,
You
Joe,
know, overseas.
he knows things. He knows how to transport things.
Beam
So
that
there
one
you go.
back to you.
There you go. Already installed in your machine. That's a real good trick.
I like that. That
Just beam it straight.
saves me the time.
1-bit fever dreams. Hi.
Oh, hello. I still have to mail you my sticker. I dumb. Sorry.
I'm in the process of having some made up. So
Ooh, that's cool.
yeah, I asked Ron where he gave me a couple places to go. So yeah,
Nice.
Very cool.
So, yeah. So
I was making kits.
put it in sight, Joe.
What?
Out of sight, out of mind. You know this better than we do, Joe.
20s.
All right, let me go out and check my paint job. I'll be right back.
Don't lick it.
Hi. We got those. I have 330s. We have those. I have 1000s. So
1,000.
I've got REFAs, 1 UF, 560 volts DC, sure. Yeah. So when I
Starbucks Tech, if you email me at mac84tv@gmail.com, I will slowly get them to you. My brain works similar to how everyone else's brain works. Hey, look, other shiny thing. I forget the other thing. Oops. That's Joe has a lot of shiny.
this is an $84 mistake.
84.
Yeah, 100 of them at 84 cents a piece.
Ooh.
Yep. 100 times 0.84. Yep, my math is correct. Ah, man. No, I take that back. 88 cents a piece. Mm-hmm. How did I screw that up that badly? I have no idea. God, I'm grumpy now. I am so salty. Digikey.com. Here I come again. Order more stuff. Does anybody?
Can I return these candies for different candies? I only licked a few.
Digikey might let me return them or exchange them.
I mean, you didn't touch them.
No, they're just still in the bag.
You know what? You should put an 8-bits all you need sticker on that and increase the value.
eBay, man. I'm telling you. Straight from distribution. Go to my orders. See, it's because I never order from DigiKey. Like the last time I ordered from DigiKey was 2021. I ordered from Mouser because they're faster and cheaper under most circumstances.
Yeah, that's what I usually find.
Is this that order number?
Ah, poopy. I got to run in 10 minutes. I will use my remaining 10 minutes only for good.
Lies. We know who you are.
Hi.
10 UF. So can I returns? Haha. It appears you haven't requested a return online before.
No, I dumb.
That was my brother. Wasn't me, honest.
Request return report issue.
Well, now it's a good time to remind you that Dave has a Patreon.
I
You should all go to his Patreon and support him, which I will be doing when I have a job.
give Dave money. Do it.
Give Dave money.
Do it or
Do
do
it.
it. Because remember, Joe knows things like your home address.
If you do it, you won't be cursed with Steve's luck.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, no. We're back.
There you
What's all that about?
We were shoved into the void to show the background.
go.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
I was
I
trying to
can
make
give
it
you-
work.
I can
There
give
we
you a
go.
pro tip to do that better, Dave.
Actually, I have it already done on my outro. So when we do it
Ah,
on outro,
yeah.
it'll be on there.
The pro tip is you could make a silent video of just like a still image, and you can make it as long as you want. And as long as it doesn't have any audio, you can keep talking. StreamYard won't mute you automatically. So you could display that as a video clip if you ever want to. It's silly that
okay.
it doesn't let you do that with still images, but
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
-12
I learned that the hard way.
Yes.
That was a Patreon appreciation list of fine folks. That's what that was. And people are wondering in the chat what that was. So I guess
Yeah.
there was no audio.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, so yeah, yeah, and I appreciate all my Patreon supporters.
Heck yeah.
Shipping label.
Dave
Free
does good
return
things.
shipping?
So
love-
Steve,
I love
so
the
you,
consciousness of Joe's
Oh.
brain. Sorry.
What?
I
that's
love
okay.
your talking out loud stream of consciousness from your brain, Joe.
I have to talk out loud. That's the only way I drown out the noise up here. If I don't talk out loud, there's just too much. It's like sitting in a cafeteria and your friend is on the other end of the room.
Sorry, Dave. What were you saying?
I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh, I think Dave's
let's see. What was I saying? I forgot already.
You said, so, Steve. And then
Yeah. Well, then my wife came out and she goes, "Are you talking to some your friends?" I go, "Yeah." So I muted the mic. I said they're really big YouTubers. Yeah.
big in the weight department. Yes, thank you. Physically large.
Print that. Print.
Oh, I forgot to hit the button, Steve, after you figured it out.
Oh,
That was easy.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
all right. I'm googling hacked easy button, and I'm gonna make an eat button. That's my goal.
I'm sure you could do that.
There's a few YouTube videos showing people how to hack it.
Yeah.
It's probably
Get in
just a serial EEPROM that just gets reprogrammed with an MP3 file.
Oh, it's a little blob of crap covering the chip. So it's like
2 sheets of paper? Why is there 2 sheets of paper? Page
oh god.
Better than in the wind.
custom, page
Yeah.
1. I don't need the rest of that crap. Just print the label.
I tried to save paper once by removing the one sheet, and it just kept printing the other sheet.
What?
Yeah, it was like the UPS label or whatever on one page, and the second page it was completely blank, but just like the little footer of copyright blah 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 blah. And so I was trying to be smart and not print that page, but I messed up and I kept printing that waste of a page. I'm like, no!
Uh-oh.
Printer needs your attention.
We've done that. I think we've all done that, unfortunately. So let's see here. All right, I'll be right back. I check my paint job again. Hold on.
Joe's going away too. Now it's just me. There's too much pressure.
Here. I'm just
Oh, thank goodness.
printing DigiKey return crap.
I can't be trusted alone. Ooh, shiny pointy metal object. Dave is never gonna let us on ever again.
Glasses on upside down.
Ow.
Depending on how messed up your eyes are, it actually still works. Just like
Welcome-
hang
welcome to-
glasses.
Welcome to Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, featuring two idiots who play around with their glasses for 20 minutes. This is why we can't have nice things.
Arr! Dude,
Oh,
I'm reminded of the episode of Futurama. And what is your reasoning behind this? I'm 12.
I'm 12. Yeah.
Great. Prepare the package. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna have to dial you in for this, Joe. Boop beep boop beep boop 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 beep boop. Poopity poop. I sincerely apologize for anybody watching right now. It's been a long week.
And box goes back together, and Joe very carefully puts the box back together so you can't see his home address.
Oh, you're too small
I
anyway.
accidentally did it on a stream once. I'm sorry, Steve.
My address?
You remember that one live stream you did that and you had to go back and edit it because it was accidentally on the screen for about 10
Oh yeah, and then somebody got it anyway, but they were supposed to send me something, but they wouldn't even ask if they confirmed my address. And when I went back to look at it, my address was so blurry anyway that I was very concerned that they sent it to the wrong person.
They sent it to Joe instead? Is that what happened?
What? Where? What? What? My name? What?
I said they accidentally sent it to you instead?
Oh, yes.
He wishes.
I'll take all of the free old Mac stuff. Not that I have any
I-
freaking.
When I get to that spot in the garage, it's unearthed, you are having a classic coming your way.
Yay!
Uh-oh, the police are onto us.
I don't
Yeah.
really have, I have no room for anything right now. It's a freaking nightmare.
Unfortunately, it's fire season now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You plugged in that thing the wrong way, didn't you?
I did.
Kaboom! There's supposed to be an earth gathering. Kaboom!
I just screwed up. I hate that.
Oh.
I take
What'd
the
you
box,
do?
putting the document in the box. The RNA document in the box, you idiot.
That's when you just slice it open and just cram it in there.
Yeah, I do things right. I do things right because I know things.
I know
Oh,
you know
God.
I
things.
keep saying that I know things thing until people get ticked off.
Well, I hate to leave you all in such an embarrassing predicament of not having me to entertain you, but
Bye, Steve. We love you.
All right, Steve.
Oh.
You must go. We appreciate
but thank
you.
you for having me on, Dave. I really appreciate it, and thank you, Joe, for being my YouTube notification person because YouTube doesn't send me notifications all the time. It seems.
You're
Look at
awesome.
him smiling.
You're so awesome.
I only gave you 2 more gray hairs. Come on, it's
Oh,
fine.
it's 2.
Just 2.
Who's counting?
Who's count? I'm not. I can't count. So, Dave unplugged the thing.
No, we're good.
Okay, I think it's my time to exit because I'm causing problems. But
Oh, no, you're
thank
it's all
you,
good.
Dave,
Hey, no problem. There we go.
and
Raises
good luck
up a
with
little
your
bit.
Mac. There you go.
Oh, no problem. And
See you later, guys. Thanks for having
all
me.
right.
And make sure you subscribe to Dave and give him all the money in your wallet.
I only ask for $1. That's it. It's all good. Yeah.
$10, $20,
Yeah.
$10. Do it.
Let's see here.
Label.
Get back to my webcam
Wait, this
here.
is
There we go.
UPS. It means I actually have to go to the UPS store. That sucks. Whatever.
So what's your preferred method of shipping, Joe? Do you do
United States Postal Service,
yeah. I pretty much do that too.
because it is the least expensive.
Yeah.
And for some reason, here in wonderful Central Ohio, our United States Postal Service distribution hub functions correctly. So when I send things out, they get there.
Ah.
Like, I think the worst that's ever taken something to get to somebody is like 6 or 7 days. It's
Yeah.
usually cross country, 2 days.
Yeah.
Done. Just works.
Yeah, priority mail works really good too. I never had a problem with it. I really don't. Now, on the other hand, UPS, FedEx, I have had some bad experiences with that, unfortunately.
And I've never really had any problems with them. They're just expensive. They just like
oh, well, yeah,
cost
that
a lot of
too.
money. So, somebody wants to buy a single Blue SCSI kit for like $25 or something, and the shipping is $14. So, like, what's the friggin' point, right? So I've got these tiny little boxes. The whole thing is like less than half a pound, and via United States Postal Service, just first class mail, not
Yeah.
even priority, just first class mail is like $4.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah, that's what I do. If I can send it priority mail or even first class, because now first class you get a tracking number on it, and it's great for sending little things like little screws and parts and stuff. Works good.
100 UF.
And Jay said that he got he received his thingamaboob shirt.
Yes.
I expect you to be wearing that, Jay.
But this isn't my StreamYard account, so I can't play the video. I'm sorry, Jay.
Well, you'll have to send me that clip. I'll put it on here so then we can play that. So.
Oh, that's great. Now I need to actually check and see if I actually needed to return these, because they don't match my bill of materials. But knowing my luck, the bill of materials is incorrect. I can't get to it.
Hate when that happens.
All the way back here, Dave.
Back in the catacombs.
Here we are.
Got
So you're getting to the point now where you can reinstall the screen, huh?
Yes, I'm getting close here. Put the sticky tape down here, and that's what I'll use to put on the mask on it there.
Yep, I ordered the wrong ones. Good to know I ordered the wrong ones. Okay.
Yeah, Starbuck Tech, you're right. FedEx is the worst. Yeah. I cannot tell you how many times they broke things.
Just like we had. It used to happen all the time at the day job. Back when we actually did lots of parts and stuff. We don't do that so much anymore. We'd order something.
Mm-hmm.
It would get shipped to the wrong part of Ohio. They would try to deliver it to the wrong city and say street does not exist. And it's like, of course it doesn't exist, you numpty. You delivered it to Ashley. That's 45 minutes away from here. Or they would attempt delivery while we were open, and there were 10 people in the building, and they would be like, doors closed, business closed. It's like, no, you just didn't want to go to the end of your route and decided to say F you. We know how that works, delivery driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I was going to college with my cousin down in Indianapolis, Indiana, we worked for UPS. We worked the twilight shift. We worked at the hub, And man, I could tell you some horror stories about how those things are, the packages are carefully put on the truck, carefully
Yes.
taken off the truck,
Each one.
or I
very
should say, football tossed off of
on-
it. Yeah. And if it said fragile, oh, they'd kick it on the truck. No.
Shove it. Shove
And I
it.
go, oh no, you don't, guys don't do that. Oh yeah, we do it all the time.
That's how we know. Yes.
Yeah, and that's from personal experience. I was a preloader, and I did my job as my cousin did. We were preloaders, and we loaded up the trucks. I was lucky. I just had a big dump stop. It was a big semi tractor trailer, and so mine was easy. But a lot of the other preloaders, they had like 4 or 5 trucks that they had to load all night. And man, I'll tell you what, that is a hard job. But the flip side of it is the drivers really appreciate it when you do a good job and stuff. It just makes their job a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "Oh yeah, we know exactly. You're right there. It's right there where it's supposed to be." Yeah.
Voltage. 250. 31 in
All right.
stock. That's better. Lifetime at temperature. All the high-end ones. 11 of 31. Price.
How do you know my Wi-Fi signal's been reduced to half a bar, Jay? By the looks of it.
Oh,
Let
just
me go look.
because it's
We're on 5G. Hold on. Let's see. We are on full 5 bars. We are on 80 megabit second upload. So we're doing good.
your upload is better than mine, and I'm on cable.
Well, we're on copper, and it's only at best with a tailwind. My download is about 16 megabyte. Upload is not even a megabyte, so that's why I always stream off my phone. Yeah, I know it's terrible. They're supposed to be putting a 5G out here. They're going to be getting rid of the copper, going 5G. So at least that'll be a lot better, a whole lot better.
I want this
So yeah. Let me run out and get my thingamajig, and I'll bring it right back.
thingamajig. The channel is now mine, everybody. Remember, I know things. Anyway, so for anybody who doesn't know, I ordered 100 capacitors from DigiKey, and they were wrong because I ordered the wrong part. So now I'm on DigiKey ordering the right part.
All right. Okay.
Now between
Smells
the
like
truck
paint.
and the loading dock, Eric. Ow! Ouch!
What happened? My youngest worked for FedEx while he back injury poorly truck wet loading. Thingamaboob, yeah, thingamaboob. There you go. Fell between the truck. Wow. Ooh.
Oh gosh, $1.99 a piece for these capacitors.
Really?
So if I need 100, that's $200. Jiminy Christmas!
What kind of caps are they?
They're just 100 UF electrolytics.
Yeah.
They're nothing fancy. It's
Yeah.
probably because they're 250 volt. They're high voltage
Oh. Oh, okay.
for
I
power
get it.
supply.
Yeah.
If I get rid of the temperature rating, no, they're not any better. Yep. Mm-hmm. That
Are
really
they like 10% or something like that?
What's that?
Are they like 10% tolerance or something like that?
Oh no! It's. I was just trying to find. I don't know. I was going by the lifetime at temperature. The cheapest lifetime at temperature is 12,000 hours. So it's like the best one is also the cheapest one, and it's the one they have the most stock. So it's like okay. What is my diameter, height? Fine. Lead spacing needs to be 8. 8 mims. Lead spacing. 7.5. Close enough. And still the same one. Great. Awesome. So it looks like those are what I'm going to buy.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
$250. Wow.
Well, if you buy it at bulk, it goes down to $1.22 a piece. So,
What do they charge you on shipping on that?
I'll probably use cheap shipping, so it'll probably be like $4 or $5.
Oh, okay.
And I only need 80, but if I get 100, it's cheaper than buying 80.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do, and then we'll have the correct ones. What is the height on those? Height, the diameter is 16 millimeters. That's within spec, and the height is well within spec. Yes. Cool.
My injury on my arm here, Smirky bit me the other day. I was minding my own business. She come up and I guess she wanted to play, and I didn't cooperate, so she left me her mark. So yeah.
Oh, hi! It's my time now. It's my time now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gosh darn it! It's my time now. Run away. So, but I don't speak cat. Yep. Cool. Check out.
Let's see here.
Sure. Continue to shipping. We want first class mail, $4.99. Yes, please.
Do something here.
Because it gets here fast anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah.
And we submit our order. And I presume it charged me. I presume. It has my PayPal information on it. Okay. Well,
Most likely then they charged you.
what's that? What?
I said most likely then they charged you.
I hope so. Like, I don't, but like, it's like, oh, they forgot to charge me because they have a loophole in their website, and I just got free capacitors. Cool. So we'll see what happens. PO acknowledgement. Here's an acknowledgement for your order. Your order is being processed. Blah 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 blah. Great things. Great stuff. Now, see, maybe they're smart. DigiKey used to do this. If you would order several times in a day before their ship cut off, sometimes they were smart and detect that, and they would put it all in one box and not charge you multiple shipping fees. DigiKey will do that sometimes.
Okay.
Mouser won't. They'll just be like, I don't care. Put it in another box. Whee! But it's fine. It's like $5. Who cares?
Scroll down here. Yeah.
We call that
Yeah,
incorporation cost.
It's kind of funny how some sites do that. They'll they automatically pick that up, and they do that. And there's some that don't. You know.
Yes. Oh, man. Well, Dave, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna leave. I gotta go away.
Well, you know what? I'm just about ready to end this, so hang out just for a second, okay?
Hey.
And because I'm going to be about 3 or 4 more hours on this, and I'm not going to bore everybody with this. So
You're not boring anybody.
and so yeah, but yeah, we've been streaming here for almost 3 hours. We'll just wait a couple more minutes, and we'll wrap it up here.
Cool.
Yeah. So now there's no retro roundup this weekend, correct?
Correct.
Okay, 'cause it was last weekend.
Correct. So it's the
Okay.
first and third Sundays of every month. The June, those were the 5th and the 19th.
Okay.
So the next roundup will be on July 3rd, in theory. We may or may not end up having it because it's so close to
The holiday.
the holiday.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll let everyone.
I plan on going to a car show on this next Saturday. That'd be on the 2nd. And I've always had to miss it because of work, but I said, hey, I'm taking that day off. Deal with it. Because I don't want to miss this car show. I've missed it three. This will be my third year of missing it, and it's local. It's in Volcano. That's the name of the little gold town, and it's a great little car show. So, but anyway, yeah, we got this all fabbed up here.
Cool.
I can get the darn thing right there, and it's just a matter of gluing it back in there, gluing the display back on it, getting it lined up. That's the hard part, getting it lined up. And then buttoning it up, and we'll be good. So yeah, hey, we are right on the 3-hour mark by a few seconds here. So I just want to thank everybody, and let me switch cameras here. Let's see, let's go to, I'll go to my FaceTime camera here because my iPhone's not working. So anyway, yeah.
Silly iPhone.
I know, doggone it. But anyway, yeah, so thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it here. Let's make us equal Biggie. There we go.
Ew.
So, yeah, I'll move this out of my way here so I won't get tangled up with it here. But, yeah, we had Garth here today, Beagle, and we had, of course, Steve. We had Joe, and I think that's it. On all the participants that we had today. So anyway, I'm having a bad hair day here today.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
And I want to thank everybody that's been in and out of the chat. Gosh, I don't know all was in there, but we had. Let me go back here. We had, of course, Eric from Eric's Edge. We had Carthor. We had was it Tradin? I hope I'm saying it right. Of course, Garth was in and out of chat. Starbuck Tech. Dana was here. Joe was in the chat. And now he's on here. And we had, we had 18-bit, 1-bit fever. Yeah, Dreams. Had him here. And Jay of House of Moth. So, yeah, just appreciate everybody being here. And like I said, this turned out to be a fun stream because Steve got his Blue SCSI working, courtesy of Joe. And I will put that in the links, so if people wants to learn how to go through the painstaking of doing the Blue SCSI, that might be very helpful to you. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to play the outro here. Hang tight there, Joe. And and by the way, how can people find you?
You can find me on the YouTubes by just looking for Joe's Computer Museum. You can find me on Twitter at Museum Joe, and you can also get cool reproduction and replacement products for your old Apples and Macs, like a Blue SCSI, at jcm-1.com.
All right, very good. And
remember, subscribe to Dave. Give him Patreon money. Do the thing. Do it.
And also help Joe out too. Give him Patreon money too. He needs it too. That's how he keeps making those cool things. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you in the next video, stream, or somebody else's stream. We'll see you soon. All right. And we're going to do the new outro here. So let's see. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. Right here.
Oops, we're still here.
Not for long.